Well, hello everybody. It's so freeing without any cords. Gonna use my headphones today. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out, everybody. We're gonna play some 7 Days to Die. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. Everything's going off the rails. Right before I started the stream, one of my air conditioning units was acting funny, and the cord for the air conditioning unit was getting hot, and I had to go in and fix it. Oh God, oh God, oh God! It's in my kids' room, so I had to go in and fix that. Always something, everybody. Always something. So a little bit running behind today, but you know, better to take care of the family and not have any issues with that. So I turned it off and ran it into another outlet, and it seems to be a-okay over there. So we're going to get into it again. We're going to play some 7 Days to Die. Man, I had such a great time with Satisfactory today. I just wanted to keep going and going and going because we were just such on a roll. Same thing with 7 Days to Die. You get such on a roll. Now, I made a big mistake last time, and I stayed way too long, so we're not staying over today. No. Because then the next day I'm just wrecked, and then I'm all out of sequence, and I'm all out of stuff. So I'm going to try to rock solid stay on it. Now, it's just like a Saturday. It's usually okay, but then it messes me up for the next day or whatnot. I'm a busy guy. I have still lots of things to do. So we're going to get into it right here. We're going to get into a New World eventually as well. And, of course, tomorrow we're going to get back into some 76. I've been bumming out that I'm missing all the cool stuff going in 76, except for the funny thing is tomorrow will be the time in which I'm working on quests and other stuff, so we won't really be working on the event anyway. During the day, Thursday during the day, I'm going to be working on a bunch of side quests, catching up on a bunch of stuff that I'm way behind on. But then Thursday night, we're going to be go ahead, and now we're into another event. So now PS4 and Xbox is off the table again while we're doing some events, but we'll see how we can try to work it back in at some point. But we're going to go ahead and check out the new event, check out all the new stuff that has come out as well. Like I said, I'm a busy guy. So let's get into some 7 Days to Die since we only have so much time. So we'll say hello, everybody in the chat. We'll get right into it. Let's say hello to Sita in the chat. How you doing, Sita? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Coylicious coming in saying hello, everybody. Riverdog getting that hype going on, saying hello to me and the chat. Hello. Cosmic Key coming in saying hello, everyone. Rocking that hypers there from the Crane couple. Oh, okay. Thanks for bringing in that Crane couple happy hype. Love, appreciate that. Bo coming in, hanging out, my awesome mod. And also Franksta Gangsta, aka War Frank, coming in, watching our back today. Thanks, everybody, all my awesome mods. And thanks to all of you for being here, because it's going to be an epic night. We're going to work on our glass. We're going to work on our helipads. We're going to work on all of that stuff today. And we might sneak in some questing. I don't know. Let's go see. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. Let me go ahead and turn my screen off here. I was having trouble with Stream Raiders. We're going to do some Stream Raiders here in about 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and start our timer going. We're going to start some Stream Raiders about 30 minutes. It did have an update. I knew it did, because whenever it starts acting funny like that, it's usually when they're pushing out an update. So I had to stop my Stream Raiders. I was trying to do 15 hours. We did pretty good. How many hours did we do? 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 7 more hours. That was 10 hours of battles today, so I don't feel bad at all. That was a lot of battles, everybody. A lot of battles. And there was one of those that took a little bit longer, but I had to run out. I actually ran out to Dairy Queen for the wife, because the wife came in and says, I want Dairy Queen. I said, let's go. And off we went. But I actually she actually had to wait an extra 4 minutes because I was waiting for the battle to hit, and then I could run the battle and then get back in the minimum amount of time. So I did take that extra 4 minutes so I could run the battle and then start it going and then run out. And try to get back as quick as possible. Also, I had to get some food for the fam, too. So I had to hook them up. Now, here I am in the game, and I've got the password and all that stuff ready in the Discord. Just got to hit the save button. There we go. All my peeps now have the password and are ready to rock. How are we looking in here? All right, we need to fire up some iron. Whoa, no iron in there. Okay. That's okay. When we don't got no iron to fire up, you know what we do? We fire up clay. Because at least it's doing something. All right, there we go. A whole day's worth of... Whoa, look at all that. That's a bunch of steel in there. Bunch of steel in there. Let's get our iron forges nice and stacked with clay. Oh, yeah. It's going to be running for a while. Okay, got that going. I should be taking this out. And one of the first things I always do when I log in is I manage my forges. And the reason why I do that is because it's going to be the most efficient thing for me to do. Because I'm literally going to... Wow, look at all that brass in there. Nice job, guys. I'm literally going to have all of these things running. So I'm going to be like 10, 20, 50, 100 times efficient because I'm doing so many things simultaneously. Look at all that lead in there. Nice. Bullet tips in. Let that run. Looking good. Oh, we should look at our fuel. How's our fuel looking? 153 there. Feel like we could use a little more. How's our wood looking? Yikes. Yikes, we have 1 stack left. Okay, we're going to need to work on that at some point. But let's go ahead and start half stacking here. Right there. And there we go. Alan in today? He is. I'm going to go ahead and let Alan do the party invites and all of that while I go ahead and work on this. There we go. 61 bulletproof glass there. Another 11 queued up. We need sand, sand, and more sand. All right. Well, we'll get into that. We'll let that run and keep on running. How are we looking on our stone over here? Cement, cement, cement. Let's go. Now, I feel like I'm going to go ahead and let that kind of finish out there and see if we get more stone. If we get more stone, depends on what Alan feels like he wants to do today. Again, I don't like to have to just like put people down in the mines and keep them down there all day, every day. But if he feels like getting some more stone, awesome. If not, I think we're looking pretty good on the cement. Because when you're collecting iron and other stuff like that, you have a tendency to get stone too. So we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Now, I like to get started here first, and then I'm going to get in with my crew and see how they're doing in just a minute. But first, let's go ahead and clean this out so we can just let this run for a while. Wow, look at all that cement. That is a lot of cement. We're going to need a lot of stone and a lot of sand to make that run. We need a lot more sand. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and take this stone and start to convert it into sand right down here in this bottom one. I could split it across all of them, but I don't want to take the time to do that right now because I know I'm going to rebalance it here in a bit after all this is done. That'll be going for about an hour. A lot of these still to go. Yeah, a lot of these still to go for about an hour. Look at that concrete backing up now. Look at that concrete rocking. Oh, I love to see it. Love to see it every time. Slab coming in, showing that massive amount of love. That's 20 months, everybody. That's 20 months of sub love right there. I want to see 20 months worth of love in that chat right over there. Thank you so much, Slap Nut Joe. I appreciate you big time. Thanks for coming in, supporting the stream, getting on that Kismet love train, showing the love. In fact, I feel like Norbert should come by. Come on by and show him the love. There he goes, my buddy Norbert, bringing that love train, bringing that sub love train here into the channel. I appreciate when you all get on to the love train, trying to push myself back up to 200 subs and get back up there so we can keep on doing awesome stuff here in the stream, like going out and showing other peeps some love as well. Showing you guys love with all this. Oh yeah, we're making AP ammo for our turrets. That's right, I remember that last time. We'll go ahead and just put that away for Horde Night when we get to that. Right now, day 29, looking pretty sharp. Let's see, I don't think I put the Horde Nights up yet. Wow, look at me. Look at me slacking. Slack-owning. Let's see, I need to put my Horde Nights up. Probably right there. All right, let's go ahead and grab our signs here, because usually about right now, I go ahead and... oh, there's wood in there, too. Right about now, I put up my Horde Night signs, because it starts to get to the point where it's not easy just to count it in your head. And so I'll put a bunch of Horde Nights up in a row, especially if we're going to be running for a while. Maybe I'll put it on this side. I kind of feel like we'll put it over here. Let's go ahead and take this out now. Repair that. We're waiting for our sign. There it is. And we're going to put our sign up here. Now, let me go ahead and get my party invite going as well. There we go. All right. Horde Nights. All right. And I got a spreadsheet that tells me, because I went in and made it, that's how I know. And I can do the math, but why? Because I can just do it like this. All right, we already did day 28, so the next one's going to be day 35. We're on day 29 right now. So 35, 42, 49, 56. You see me make a mistake, you let me know in the chat. 63, and we might be able to get one more in there. 70. Nope. All the way to 63. That should be enough. That'll hold us over for a while. So next Horde Night is day 35. All right, we got all of our forges going. Our mixers are all going. Everything looking good there. Let's go ahead and see how we're looking. Oh, man, I love a box full of cement. Oh, we're going to be extending that kill box in a big way today. All right, we're going to try to remember to put this in the right box today. There we go. We got that actually in the right box. I put it in the wrong box last time. I was like, hey, everybody, where did it all go? And it was like me. I put it in the wrong box. I thought someone moved it, but no, it was my bad. My bad. And, of course, you make a mistake like that, everybody. You always just want to admit it. Say, you know what? That was my bad. Move on, right? I find that most people appreciate that. They start to beat you up for making mistakes. Then say, hey, bro, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know what I mean? All right, let's see how our boxes are doing. Now, this is what I like to see. I like to see some full boxes. Then that means it's worth my time to go in there and micromanage all of that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put this away over here. We're going to go ahead and put some of this other stuff away right back down here. We'll go ahead and just put the bones up here for right now. Bones. We'll go ahead and drink one of these and eat one of those and yada, yada, yada. Where'd my food go? Oh, it's up in the box. Up in the box. Shotgun shells. This stuff can be sorted. Let's put that away this way. That away for later. Put our candle back over the doorway. There we go. Oh, it's in my inventory right there. Eat that. Nom 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 nom. All right, and then we're just gonna. Oh, nope. We're just gonna keep this stuff on us right there. Though we could just do this like that, and that'd take care of that. That would take care of that, and then we'll deal with all this. Okay, now here's what the easiest way to do drop boxes. Just go in, you hit R, you grab whatever you can grab. Now, another thing you can do is just grab the stackable stuff. But I just hit R, grab everything I do, and then I just literally walk down the line here and reconsolidate everything together. It makes it pretty easy. Then what you can do is go ahead and tell it, I just want to put everything in my inventory back in here. Now, what I do is I kind of move it down a little bit because you're going to want it to see right where it ends up in the feather. And you'll say right here, take all, first click, take all items to fill inventory. This is going to first click, move all the items to existing container, and so on. So I'm not really sure because this is take all, take everything out of here. And this is move all items to the loot container. So it's a little confusing, but you want to use the one that's in where the stuff you're coming from to the stuff you're going to. So it's this one right here. Boom. And that'll take everything out nice and easy. Now, I always forget to do that, and this time I'm going to remember, as you can see. So we'll go ahead and take all this out. Even though some of this stuff is what we call single stack, it's not going to stack with anything else. But I like to take it out just to make sure that I've done my thorough job of checking all of this. There we go. And then nice and easy over here, we can just go ahead and press this button. Boom, puts as much as it possibly can in there. And then we're going to go to the next one. Even though some of this was from before, we'll just go to the next one. We'll do it one more time just to make that nice and easy. Like that. And then back to Dropbox number 2. Put it all back in there. And there's a wrench right there, so I'm just going to sort it because the wrenches don't stack. And then same thing over here. Hit R to grab everything, R to grab everything, R to grab everything. Is there actually a command for that? There's a R to grab this out. I wonder if there's a command to put it back in. No, it'd be like Shift R would be awesome by that for that, by the way. Fun pips, that would be awesome. Now we'll go ahead and put that back in as much as we can. Again, with this, just grab the rest of it. Grab the rest of it. Grab the rest of it. Now here in box number 2, we're going to go ahead and put anything we can in there. All right, looking good. Box number 3, all of that in there. And see, look how quickly you can take 5 boxes and very easily combine them down into just right there, 3.5, right? Pretty easy. Quick and easy. Now, the other thing we want to do is go ahead and do some sorting. Now, sorting is going to allow us to go through and grab all the easy stuff first. The easiest stuff is your armor and your weapons. So let's go ahead and do that. Also, ammo is pretty easy as well. We'll grab all of that. Is that my turret? Oh, that's my turret I put in there. Nice job, Kismet. All right, that's a recipe. This is a rocket. All right, that's looking good. We'll come back for those bones and all that other stuff. And then over here, same thing. We're going to go ahead and look for easy stuff. Weapons, mods, tools are easy. Let's grab all of those. Tool. And if I miss something, no big deal. I'll come back and get it in a minute. Don't kick yourself for missing stuff. It's okay. Down here, more tools and whatnot as well. I need to put my turret back. I feel like I put my turret in there. Yep. But no, that's not my turret. That's somebody else's turret. Somebody else's turret they put in the drop thing. All right, well, I'll put it back up here and hopefully they come across and find it. Oops. Not ammo. We want turrets in there. Oh, this is junk. Let's just get rid of that. Let's see. How are we looking on our stuff in here? We got tons of shotties. We can get rid of this AK now. What to get rid of? This. Too many knives. Too many of those. Heavy guns. We're going to need a lot of those eventually. We're going to keep those. This is a 5, so get rid of the 4. Now, this is all the stuff that we're going to literally just take and send to the trader. Because it is sucking up my space in my thing over there. 44 Magnum level 1. We got a level 4 tactical assault rifle. Level 4 tactical assault rifle. How many assault rifles we got here? Oh, God, we got a bunch. We got a level 2 in there, too. Take that out. Take that out. And so what I do is I go ahead and just put the stuff in the trader. I make the call of the stuff that we don't really need. And let's get rid of that heavy gun, too. Steel club, get rid of it. Get rid of that. That's useless. Don't even bring that back to my base. And whatnot. All right, there we go. Tools and whatnot. We're going to go ahead and put our tools in there. Right over there. Various different tools we can use. We got this level 5 shotty. I mean, you can use an auto shotgun. I don't know why you'd use a double barrel at this point. So I'm going to just keep 2 double barrels. And probably reduce that to 1 at some point. Level 1 military vest and whatnot. How's our clothing thing looking? It's getting kind of full. Military vest can be broken down, so I'm going to keep that for right now. Level 6 there. How are we looking on helmets? Got a level 6. Not so good. You know what? I'm actually going to take that out. Somebody put their plant fiber stuff in there. Scrap that. I hate when people do that. I just scrap it every single time. Just don't put it in my box. Don't put it in my box. We've got the mods in there for our equipment now. You know what? Let's just put those in there for now. Well, if we need to get rid of them, if we get too far down here, we'll get rid of it. All right. Ammo. Up here. Frag ammo. We need to make a bunch. Oops. We need to make a bunch of this robot turret ammo, too. We should do that first at some point. Let's see. We got the clothing. All right. I'll put the clothing in there. Jackets. Kind of feel like I'm about to split armor and clothing separately. And I'll probably put clothing over here in another box and then just armor up here. Because right about now, everybody's got probably enough clothing that they need. But we'll probably pull the clothing out and pull the dyes out over there. I'll probably do that next. Let's go ahead and put this in the trader. We can get rid of that. This is a tool over there. Put that in there. And then over here, we've got our general mods. Right there. What do we need in here? We've got some rad. We've got that. We got a Gatlin. Kind of feel like we could do a few more of all of those. We need some large tanks, too. Do we get tanks yet? I learned the large tank mod. I did. I did learn the large tank mod. I need to make some large tanks of that as well. And all right, back to sorting. So what I'll do is keep going through, right? And just kind of a little by little whittle these down. Now here's some really easy stuff right here. Engines and that. And I like to always start with the easy stuff because it inspires me to really go to town on it. Let's resort that because that wasn't sorted well. To go to town on. I don't do the whole like put it in a corner thing and do it one by one. I feel like that's a huge waste of time. Hey Jammer, how you doing? I feel like that's a huge waste of time. So I don't do that anymore. I just kind of put it in such a way. Oh, look at all that stuff. All right, we'll come back to all of that in just a bit. And we like a lot of engines. The reason why we like a lot of engines is so we can make a lot of cement mixers. We can make a lot of vehicles. And then later on, we can go ahead and start doing our solar power, which I hope to get to today. We're going to see. Then we can start automating a lot of our doors and all of that. Let's put all this back over here. These guys are crushing it. They're bringing in tons of stuff. Now, you might notice that I wait for the boxes to fill. The reason why is it's so much more efficient for me to do it this way. To grab everything at once and just kind of micromanage everything across all those boxes than to sit there and just sort and sort and sort every time somebody puts it in the box. It is such a huge amount of effort to sort these boxes. And if you're doing it all the time, you're being incredibly inefficient. Oh, nice, nice. Nice crucible there. Let's see. We got all that. We got enough for this one? No. Okay, so we got a bunch of weapons and tools in there. And I could probably tell you most of that is going to the trader for sure. How are we looking on here? Now, what I do is I put one in, I take one out now. Right? Put one AK in, take one out. I don't keep more than 2 of any weapon at this point of the game. How's our things? We already got those. How about hunting rifles? How many of those we got? Just in case somebody wants one of those, I'll throw it in there. That's ammo. Hammers, all right. Level 6s, level 6s. We'll keep those. Machine guns? Yeah, we'll keep those. Snipers, yes. Hand pistols or 9mm. Those are great for scrapping later on. This is the new sniper rifle. We'll keep that. That's definitely a keep. These things are useless. Steel spear. That's a keeper. For now. Stun batons. We got a level 4. All right, we'll put a level 5 in. We'll take a level 4 out. How about that? I feel like that's a good fare. Trade tactical assault rifle in there. And these are all tools. So, all right, those are tools. Over here on tools. Now, the thing about tools is we don't really need all these tools. But I usually keep wrenches and stuff like that. And all of that. Because you can always melt these down. If you need to. Later on. Now, if it does get too overflowing with stuff. What I'll start to do is take out the low-level wrenches. Right? Like that. Now, most of the time, people are going to be using these socket wrenches up here anyway. So we'll keep those low level of this. Hammers. Don't really need that now because we got the nail gun, but I'll leave them in there. Look at all these augers we got. We got tons of augers and tons of chainsaws. Awesome. Enough for just about everybody to do their thing. Let's see. What else? I feel like that's pretty rock solid. Oh, that's a low-level shovel. Oh, that's a steel shovel, though. Yeah, that's a steel shovel. All right, we'll leave that in. This is not a tool that belongs in there. That's a building tool and not a another type of tool, so we're going to put that up there. That's a wire tool. Wire tools, oh, I got too many wire tools. A wire tool is for running power. Ain't nobody going to be running power, most likely, other than me. Sell that sucker off. It's worth 44. Good enough. Sell it out of there. Get it out of there for sure. Silver in there. Lots of good stuff. And all the rest of this, bye-bye. All right, get it out of my face. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to sort it all day. I think that's a steel hammer, iron sledgehammer. All right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's a keep. This is a get rid of. Get rid of. This is all get rid of. This is a stone sledge, not worth anything. Scrap it. This is not worth anything. Scrap. All right, looking good. All right, so in our ammo here, we'll put a little bit of that in there, and our pipes. And then over here in the building box, this is where I'll put all of these various other ones. And this is just so I can make it. Now, normally I put it in the crafting box, but the crafting box is getting a bit full. So I'll put a bit of it over here in the building box. And I'm going to burn these up eventually with a bunch of workbenches, and I'm going to stick them up on the top area. So if someone says, Kismet, all the workbenches are full, I'm going to say, guess what? I put about 10 more workbenches up on the second level. And that's going to be nice. But for right now, let's just keep this sorting going. All right, what else we got up here? All right, somebody did something with my box. See that? See that, how the box changed? That means somebody just did something with my box. They either put stuff in there or they move stuff around while I'm sorting. It's never a good idea to do the same exact thing that somebody else is doing because it trips people up. Like right now, I can tell that somebody is also sorting this box. And so I go in expecting certain stuff to be there and it's not there. And that throws me totally off. So if somebody is sorting the same boxes as me, please don't do that when I'm doing it at the same time. All right, where'd all my... Oh, I got rid of all those patterns last time. That's right, we got rid of those patterns. All right, books over here. And these are patterns here. What's this? Tuna fish gravy toast recipe. Never even heard of that before. Let's put our books up in here. We're going to go ahead and put our patterns up in there. I'm sure somebody's going to like that. These are instant to the trader. Anything below 4 and below now are going to go to the trader. Oops, some nice steel leg armor. I think I might actually see what I got. What do I got? Oh, not modify. Not modify. Wear that. Yeah, you know what? I might go with that instead of this, just because I'm not a big cloth wearer. Let's get rid of these shirts. Get rid of all of that stuff. Tons of parts over here. Whatnot. Again. That is that. And then we got raw food. How's our food looking? Food looks full. I'm going to move it over here. Food. This is water. They'll deal with all of that. I'll just put it in the overflow. And they can manage it when they need it. And then meds. Up here. And this up here. Alright, nice. Nice. Okay, that goes up there. Dyes over here. We're going to definitely make a new box for that in a bit. Let's see. This is coal. Coal goes over here. That goes with, no, coal goes over here. Gunpowder. I was right the first time. Gunpowder. Gunpowder! Somebody in that box. They got to fix it so people can get in the box. For sure. Because it's really annoying to have to stop when somebody's in there in the same box that you're in. They got to fix that. Please. Please fix it. Alright. And back to sorting. Let's see. Now, see, I try to do like one sort. And that's it for that day. But if they're putting more stuff in there and moving my stuff around, it really throws me off. So if they take stuff from another box and then move it back in one when I'm trying to clear one and then clear 2, 3, 4, and then if everybody brings anything else, it'll be back into one. So that's what I was trying to do there. But it was obvious that somebody moved everything back into one, or they put a bunch of stuff in one. They might have had it left over from last time too. So that totally throws me off when they do that. It just like slows me down. It massively slows me down in what I'm doing. But I ask them not to do it, and we'll see if we can keep them on point on it here. All right, raw meds. Okay, now we're really out of food. I mean, really out of space for this food. You know what I could do? Let me see if I can put some of this in there anyway. Let's just go ahead and see if we can stack some of this in this primary one and see if they stack up. Yeah, they'll stack up with what's in there. All right, good. Good, good, good. All right, there we go. So that isn't too full. There we go. And then the food overflow won't be as full. All right, very nice. That's good. And let's try it again. All right, try to empty this box. And then again, see, I got to go through and redo what I just did. Checking all the drop boxes. There we go. All right, tons of steel there. Let's go ahead and swap out our forges here with some steel. And then up here, we'll take this out. And we'll put some steel in there. We'll just kind of half fill that steel right there. He's melting these down. Don't bother to melt those down. Don't bother. I gotta go in there and tell him. That stuff takes a really long time to melt down. Don't bother melting that iron sledgehammers and stuff in there. We got plenty of iron and stuff. I'm just gonna pull those out of there just to let you know. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this away into here. Wow, we got lots of steel. Look at that. I have a bunch of that apparently laying around somewhere. And then put that back in there. I don't bother with these iron sledgehammers to do that. I would rather just sell them off. And thus why I put them in the trader. Just sell them off because it's not worth your time to melt them down and to micromanage them in the forges. It's best to just get rid of them. I've found over time. Because otherwise I have to go back and watch a forges where I just want to set them and let them run for like an hour and then be good. Here we go. What's up? Hey, Esfer, how's it going? Going good. I still haven't got to my P.O. box yet, Esfer. I will get there, bro. I will get there. I will try to get there going on. Now look out, Cosmic Key, because you got a gifted sub. Congratulations. Bam, right over there. From Jammer. Congratulations on that sweet, sweet love. Right over there. Make sure to say thanks in the chat. Show them that love. We're going to start filling back up our pattern box over here. And we're going to make a box. That's what we're doing. We're grabbing a box from... Oh, well, we're going to try to make a box. Grabbing a box from over here. And we're going to try to... We got any boxes left over? We do. There we go. Over here.
from the Discord call.
All right. And so we're going to go ahead and unlock this. And we're going to put this one as clothing and dyes. And you'll find that, you know, sometimes I'll move stuff around a little bit, but I'll let them know when I do move it, so we'll have an idea of where that is. Now I'm going to put clothing, armor. This one's now going to be becoming armor and armor. Armor mods. There we go. All right, now armor is anything with a number on it. Everything else is is clothing. So we're going to start with our dyes here. A little overburdened right now. And our dyes are starting to backlog and fill up all of our inventory space there. Let's go ahead and put this into, put all that into 2 right now so we can move a lot of this. And then we're going to move all of this stuff out of here. And this is just going to be straight up armor. And there we go. Easy peasy. Now, the only time I add additional boxes is when it gets full. When it gets near to full, then I'll add another box, and then I'll move it to that other box as well. In this case, we'll put everything in, and then we'll take all of this random stuff. Look at this thing. Destroyed stone. All right. And then we'll swap it somewhere else, see? And that allows you to have more of each of these things, but you don't want to have 12 boxes of clothing. It's a waste of time if you have more than 2 of any given thing, I find. Like, look, we got 2 level 6s there. Let's take that level 5 out. Because that could be dukes, and dukes can become brass, and brass can become bullets. And bullets is a much better thing than all of that. And let's keep going here. Let's go ahead and clean out Dropbox number 1, and then we'll take number 2. And now we're looking good over here. We're going to go ahead and do this. And a bunch of crafting stuff. Crafting up here. Not nitrate. Where's our other crafting? Here. Man, so much, so many parts in this round, man. That's a lot of motor tool parts. Holy mackerel. Look at that. We almost got 100 motor tool parts, and we couldn't find 5 in some of our playthroughs. That's good. We want to have a lot of parts for making lots of different things, like rocket launchers and steel parts and whatnot. Battle! Oh, it's time to go to battle, everybody. We're going to get it going on here in just a second. Let me go ahead and finish out a little bit of this sorting here. Nitrate in there, gunpowder, oil shell, no, right there. Just scrap that. All the rest of this looking good. We got some stone. Let's put that stone right over there. Looking good. Alright, there we go. And we'll grab a bunch of that out. Now we can grab it out in order of where we're going to place it. But I'm just trying to catch up now because it looks like they're dropping stuff in the box. So I'm just trying to do a single sort, and then I walk away from it and go into something else. Which in this case, today, we're going to start working on the base some more. We've got a bunch of bone there that we can go ahead and fire up. You always want to just keep that stuff rolling, right? Keep it rolling as much as you can. And let's get the crafting. The crafting box here. Put some of this stuff in the crafting box. Like so. Let's see. And that's looking good for right now. All right. We did that. What are we going to do? We're going to do some bones over here. Okay, well, we got that going over there. Didn't I make another one for gunpowder? We got it going in both. Oh, this one's full. This one's full of gunpowder. Let's put that back over there. You got the gunpowder going in the bones one. That's okay. I guess we'll just swap it. How much is going? God, he's got a lot going in there. All right, we'll run it over here.
Out of curiosity, do you guys
Just swap these around. Glue.
No.
See, that stuff kind of throws me off too because I don't read it. Don't read the signs. Signs unread. But they might have been running in both, so I could have been running from before too. I could have sworn that was empty earlier, but I don't know. It could have been running from before. Certain people, by the way, depending on how they have their perks, are better to queue this kind of stuff up. Like Roe is better to queue up this stuff because he's very heavy into the workbench. But in the long run, it really doesn't hurt that bad to just fire that up and keep it rocking. Keep that rocking big time. And then up here, raw food. Put that up in there. Get some of this in there. That is so very, very full. Put that up in there. And then over here, all of this. This is garden. More parts, more stuff. All right. Dang, lots of parts. We are really rolling in parts, that's for sure. All right, we're almost there, everybody. Almost done. Sorting. All right. And then box number 3. And number 5. All right. So now what I try to do before they start bringing stuff back is I try to sort it. And then I sort it once, and then I can move on to something else. Just to try to clear out that, what we had in there last time. Just trying to clear all that out. Get that wood up in there. We got stone and sand. I'm just going to put it right here. Stone and sand together now. Tons of meat and whatnot. And putting this up in here. Oops. Our cooks need to burn that up because that is that's too much stuff filling that up. It's going to get filled up in both boxes now. There we go. This is garden stuff. That's not garden. Sort that. What else we got? Little fragments. We got some oil shell. We got all of that. That's crafting. Over here. Boom. Boom. We got some mods there. Some nice armor mods there. Very nice. Over here. Put those into our armor mods. These are tool mods. Over here. We're going to put it here. Now, sometimes I put it with the tool, but the reason why I don't put it with the tools is I like it to be in the box that has usually the less amount of stuff in the beginning, like tools and whatnot. I'll have it in there because your weapons are going to fill pretty quickly. Your armor is going to fill pretty quickly. The one that fills pretty slow typically is tools because you usually don't make more than like 8 or 9 tools, and usually you make them like 2 or 3 at a time. You don't make a crazy ton of them. It's okay. I'm excited for you when you open the box. Well, hey, I will try to swing by there tomorrow. And do the best that I can. As you know, I'm a busy guy. I'm doing so many things simultaneously. Usually every day, all day. All right, how we looking? Come on, let's go. Let's finish this up. And we're good. All right, and we got anything in here? Well, I'll take a little bit more of that. Okay. Now we can go ahead and finally get this done. We're in a good sorting here. Again, this is why you won't see me do this all day, every day. If you do this all day, every day, and you're just constantly sorting every time somebody presses the button or puts stuff in there, I will actually, I think we took our feathers out of here. Yeah, we took our feathers out of here. Constantly sorting, it does take my entire day. It takes my entire time. If I'm there every time somebody puts it in the box, and then later on you find it's less efficient because if you let it fill, and then you grab it all out, consolidate it into a single stack, then that's one stack you put away. As opposed to 5 stacks, 10 stacks, 15 stacks, you know, how many ever times you took it out of there in a separate stack, that could cost a lot of time. Now let's go ahead and do some Stream Raiders while we're at it. We're trying to get some more battles going on. Actually, I think I'm in the middle of a battle here. It did crash out on me earlier. Let's go ahead and see if we get our battle finally on. I do apologize for that. They were doing an update a bit ago. And I think we're ready. There we go. All right. So I updated it before I got on stream here, and it does seem like it's working now. But I don't feel bad at all since we were doing 10 hours of battles today. I was trying to go for 15 hours, but we'll do another 3 hours of battles here, too. So that'll be 13 hours of battles today, at least. Oh, these guys are toast. These guys are absolutely toast. Later, bro. All right, grab some rewards. We got Buddy Run, CW, Bo, and Codger Cat. Overall MVP, or overall getting some loot. And overall MVP is Win Run with 25 assists. Nice job. All right, now we got to win both of these in a row for you guys to get this reward. So I need everybody to come and join us for this one and for the next one. This one's going to be hard, all right? So we're going to need every unit we can muster. Let's start up here in the upper left corner. We're going to need every unit we can muster together. So put down one unit every 5 minutes, as many units as you possibly can. So everybody in the chat needs to help us out. If we fail, then we might have to start over again. But we're going to try to do this one, and we're going to try to do also the one with the chest. If we can do both of them in a row, if we have enough units, if everybody puts a unit in or puts down one unit every 5 minutes, put the maximum amount, which is 6, then we could have a chance of getting this one and the loyalty reward one, which could potentially win you a free skin. So hopefully that does happen, but we got to do this one and the next one. So let's hope we make it happen, everybody. I suggest putting in your epics, your legendaries if you got them. If you don't got them this time, put them in the next time. It will really, really help. Really help big time. All right, over here we go. Let's put this up in here. And books right here. Right like that. And there we go. More stone up in here, more clay down in here. I love sorting. Sorting's very awesome because it's just a powerful thing to do a ton of sorting. Ah, look at that. Using them dukes. Great idea. Great idea. Back into the building up here. What else did I see in here that was building? Anything else? Concrete. Nails was the other thing. There we go. Crucible. Let's see. I think we've got our crucibles running there. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead. I'll let that... Actually, let me turn that off for a second. Stop that for a sec. I'm going to slide the crucible in here. And what I do after I'm done filling up all 3 of these with crucible, I start going from left to right. In case later on I need to use this as a crucible. Also, queue all those up together. That's 6,000 bullet tips. So we'll take these out. We'll leave that in the output because that's definitely going to fill that entire thing up. And that's 6,000 bullets in your best guy's gun right there. I love running that brass in there. It works great. What are we looking on? Lead down there. Plenty of lead. Oh, let's get it out of there. Don't do us any good in the box. And let's get it up here into the thing. We'll cut that in half. Cut that in half. Come on. And get that in there. Nice. Okay. Down here, tons more iron at play. What we're going to do is go ahead and grab a bunch of this iron here. And we're going to queue it up in the boxes here for... what is that? Junk turret ammo, but it's not called the junk turret ammo anymore. It's called the AP robotic ammo. We're just going to do regular turret ammo. We're going to do like 10,000 right there, which is going to be 10 stacks of 1,000. That should hold us over for now. And should hold us over on the next Horde night. Put the rest of those back over there, and we'll let that run. Now we got to check back on that because that will fill the output of that. Definitely need to check back. All right, that I think that's my food I was keeping for some reason. Tires up here in there. What else we got? We got it's forged iron, and we got fibers. That's all cooking stuff. Lockpicks is for my crew, so that when they want to do some lockpicking, right there. All the rest of this is food stuff. Let's see if we can get any of this in there. Oh, we get most of that in there. Very nice. Food overflow. Yeah, it's getting very, very close on that. I might have to actually add another food overflow. And that's a good problem to have. You want to have that problem where you have way too much food. Because the opposite is really bad when you don't have enough food. That's really bad. Alright, what do I got here in my box here? Let's go ahead and sort this out. Oh, I was making box. Oh, I can make box of robotic turret. I forgot. Oh, hold on. Let's stop that. Let's stop that. Let's make boxes of robotic ammo, because that's going to be way more efficient on our stuff. And that's going to make 12 boxes, which is 12,000 ammo instead of 10,000. So there's an extra 2,000 ammo that I can make. Plus, it's going to take up less space when I use the box version of it. And so, look, we even have some iron left over. So, very nice. Much more efficient. Let's do that instead. All right, and then speaking of boxes, we got to put this up into there, and this up into there, and sort that. Oh, I love it when that's filling up. I love to see that fill up. That doesn't belong in there. I love to see that fill up. That means we're doing it right, everybody. That means we're really cranking on all of our stuff. Look at all this leather. That is nice. How are we looking on glue? 5, 6, almost 700 glue and 160 duct tape. That's how we do, everybody. That's how we do. And paper belongs over here where you're doing ammo. Ammo. Okay, so we got that done. What were the other mods that I need to make? And we'll get into that, and then we'll do some building. Let's see. We got bullets, so we got 2 of everything here. We got one of those, drum magazine and cripple 'em mods. So let's go ahead and do that. Now what I'm going to do is just grab a bunch of random stuff that I know I'm going to need. This, definitely some duct tape, half of that. So I do half a stack, typically. That duct tape I know I'm going to need a lot, but there's glue in there in case people need the duct tape. Got a nice stack. We already got 2 stacks of that. Maybe some of this. Definitely the springs. Maybe some of these pipes. And so I'll grab kind of half stacks, unless I can grab a full stack. Unless there's multiple stacks of each thing, then I'll just grab a full stack. And that's going to help a lot. Let's grab the wood out of there as well. And actually, we'll grab half the wood. There we go. And then we go to town on some of these mods. And I'm just going to go ahead. These are all ammo benches over here. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, yeah. Making those box of AP ammo. Like it, like it. Looking sexy. Nice job on that ammo, peeps. And let's see on the tool benches here. We'll take those rockets, put those away. Let's go ahead and Gatlin, or what is that thing called? Let's just look for mod. What is that called? Let's favorite this one. Bunker Busters for sure. Gravedigger is always a good one. Iron Breaker. Favorite out some of these. Stun Baton Repulsor mod. That's cool. That's definitely a good one. Good one. Bandolier. You know what? We'll just leave one of those. Barrel extender. Yeah, we definitely want to do some of that action. Drum magazine. That's what it's called. Large tank. Favorite that one. 4x scope. I guess we'll favorite that one out too. What else? Oh, 8x scope. Look at that. I don't think I have that unlocked. Okay, so then boom. Now I've got all the ones that I typically would like to have. And let's go take a bit of an inventory. All these small ones, we can take those out. We're going to get rid of those. What's this? This is coal resist. Yeah, this is coal resist. That can go into the actual armor stuff. That's on armor mod. This is actually an armor mod too. That's an armor mod. These are muffler connectors. That's for armor. That's a weapon. This is all trigger. What kind of sketch? Oh, we already got 8x in there. We got 8x and 2x, but we don't have any 4x. All right, so we're going to make a list and check it twice of all the mods that I'm going to make today. Barrel extender. And I only need one of those. So one barrel extender. We're going to make one cripple mod. Drum magazine. And so what I do is I have a tendency to watch the boxes. And if whoever's in charge of that particular thing should be making the items. So if they go in and they look in the toolbox, and then the toolbox is doesn't have any tools in it, well, duh, then we need some tools, right? Same thing with the ammo box. The ammo box is getting low, should be making ammo. If you're the person in charge of clothing, you see the clothing box, there's not enough armor in there for a clothing box, then you should be making clothing mods. If you're the person making the mods for armor, then you should look in there, we're out of this thing, we're out of that thing. And I'll do that quite often, but usually I have a priority list of what's the most important. And some of those things are always the base. The base in prepping for Horde Night is always number one. But I can see I need a lot of mods for actual items like chainsaws and things like that. I definitely need a lot of those, so I'll probably do 3 of each of those. So let's go ahead and say 3 of our mods. I'm just going to make mods for axes, and then 3 mods for shovels, and actually I could have put this all in the same shovels and pickaxes. But they're also for augers and chainsaws. So it just reminds me that I need to make, oh, and 4 times scopes. So let's go ahead and make 2 4 times scopes. Now what I'll do is I'll put them in here and I'll see how many we have and how many is going to be used. Now I'm going to take these 8 times scopes out because that's way too many of those. And you'll see I keep these very truncated down. That's also armor as well, armor mods. So let's go ahead and move this now over here to clothing and armor mods. Over here, there we go. Let's put all these into there. This is where you should find these. Now, and I don't always split those up. I usually keep all the mods together into one place. So if you're looking for mods, it's all in one spot. But as it fills, that's when I start to put that over there. 10% chance to knock down your opponents with clubs. Very nice. Very nice, but we got extra. So let's go ahead and just right up here. We got extra here. Get rid of those. Tanks, same thing. Get rid of all these little tanks because we're just going to make large ones. And we'll have enough for all of that. Okay. What else do we need here in the mod box? Let's see. I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah, red. We got to cripple them. And then if I see that they're gone, I'll go make more later on. All right, so first thing we need, barrel extender. Barrel extender mod. What do we miss? We're missing scrap polymers. So let's go ahead and grab a nice fat stack of that. Boom, there we go. Scrap polymers. And then we'll make a barrel extender. All right, what out? Cripple 'em mod. We'll make one of those. Drum mag. There we go. Mods for axes. So we'll make 3 of those. So we'll make 1 here. And then 2 more over here. There we go. That's going to take 42 minutes. So probably not a good idea to put it over there. We're going to go ahead and use our excess ones over here. Our miscellaneous ones. See if they're doing anything. They are not. Awesome. Because these aren't going to take very long. Those are going to take like a minute. So it's not very bad there. So we got our axe ones, and we've got our digger ones here. And we'll say we'll dig 1 more of those. And let's see if we got any of those over here. Or let those run. No, none. No, now sometimes those mods get put in with the tools. But right now, the tools are and the bikes are combined in gas and all of that, so it's going to really fill up this box. So I'm not going to bother putting it in there because I have plenty of room in the actual mods box over there. All right, so we got our axes, we got our shovels going, we got 1 shovel over here going, and now what do we need? We need our pickaxes. So our bunker busters, we'll do 2 of those. Iron breaker, we're going to end up doing 2 of those. But right now, we've got all 4 of those benches running. And the cool thing is about these kind of mods is that's like 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes, all of those are going to be done. Put them up in the box, and then I can queue them all up again. Now, I don't want to take over every single workbench because they're working on some ammo over here. So I don't want to take those over. But I can go ahead and just keep a little bit of these going. Just try to knock them out, get them done, and move on. So 2 more iron breakers. Did we do... I think we have 2 rad removers. I don't think we need that. Yeah, we're looking good there. Kind of tempted to move that mod box over here. But, see, that's kind of the finished stuff on that side. And then this is the raw stuff on this side. So I like to keep it all together onto one side. Where are we at? Where are we at? Got that done. We're over here. Big Tank Kids. Yes, we're going to get it going. Hey, Cat B, what's up? Look out! TR Jeffers coming in with a 6 months of sub love. Show him lots of love in the chat, everybody. That is a lot of love here in the stream. Thank you so much for that, Jeff. Always great to see you, man. Hopefully you come by. We'll play some 76. During the day, though, I'm going to be doing side quests. But 76 tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to try to get into this quest and try to get into whatever the new event is. I know I'm running behind. Like I say, I'm a busy guy. I got lots of stuff going on. All right, so we got how many of these going? These are our iron breakers. We got 2 of those going there. And I think I did one over here, right? Yeah, I got one over there going. Okay. Iron breaker there, and then iron breaker there. Okay, now we also need our other one, which is our weighted head. Do 3 of those. Very nice. Now, by the time I get back to this one, now all these other ones should be far along, right? So we got that. Over here, we got one of those. And so on, just kind of cycle between them as they finish, and then queue up some more. All right, this is looking good. And looking good. Okay, so we got that done. What's the next thing we were working on here? Weighted head mod. How many of those have we already done? 3. We're good. We're good on that. Let's see. What else do we need? There's something else I'm trying to think of. Mod. We did our bunker buster. We got our iron breaker. And we did our weighted head. Yep. The large tank mods. What do we need? We need gas can. Okay, we need those. Come over here. Just about forgot those anyway, even though I wrote it down and I keep thinking, oh, 4x scopes too. 4x scopes. Let's get into those too. But we want to go ahead and favorite. I did favorite that. Right here. And these we want to do probably a good amount of these. So we'll do 3 there. 1 over there. Let's make that 4. Let's do 2 more over here. We're going to do a bunch of those because probably just about everybody who has a tool needs one of those. So we'll queue a bunch of those up and let them run. We got our other mod here done now. That's going to be running. Oh, actually, I did that after that. I should cancel that. Do those 3 somewhere else. So 2 there. 1 there. And over here, there we go, right there. We can do 3 right there. Looks good. And, oh, that one's empty. Okay, that one's good to go for our next mods. And we're going to fill this mod box up pretty nicely with all the good goodies of all the stuff. And I like to keep at least 2 of all the stuff. Some things more 3 or more. When it comes to tanks, when it comes to splitters and whatnot, the peeps might not have all of that in all of the items. So I can also go up here, by the way, and grab the tools and go through and put the stuff in the tools itself. Like this one has a large one. It has the iron breaker. But we can go through and try to put those in there and maximize all of those as well. Let's see. That's looking good, man. We got a lot of good stuff. Love to get a nice level 5 get the chainsaw schematic. Would be awesome. Ammo. I'm going to put that up in there. We're going to keep stacking those box of stuff in there. That's going to take a while. We need to put this gas back. Sort that out nicely. Okay, where are we at? We're at our sniper mods, I think. Let's go do our snipers. A nice 4x. I like the 4x. I actually like the 4x in most games. I don't like beyond the 4x. Oh, we need broken glass. I don't like beyond the 4x because the 8x is just too close, I find, and then the 2x is not close enough. So I find the 4x is like a really good in between. I love to snipe. So we'll do 4 of those. I feel like I might use a good amount of those. I know I need a sniper weapon. We'll get into that here in just a moment. I'll go ahead and take a look and see what kind of sniper weapons we got. I'm going to put that in there for that crafting later on. And this is ammo. We'll go ahead and put that in there for Horde Night. That's looking good. We got lots of regular ammo. Ooh, that's looking good up there. That's looking good. Good job, guys. Good job. Let's take this actually out of there and put this over here. Or actually, this is AP ammo. That's AP. That's AP. Oh, that's why I put it over there. Duh. Duh. Okay. More gas off of me there. Okay. And that is pretty sweet. Okay, now we just let it run. One of the cool things about this game is that it actually grabs the materials for the thing that you're making, and it puts it in the actual bench. So you don't have to, hold on to the materials in your inventory. All right, and we got some snipers going there. Looking sexy. All right, now I'm going to let my crew know what I'm up to. All right, everybody, been making some fun stuff today. I've moved clothing and dyes over here by where the food overflow is, kind of in this back setback part behind the kitchen. As well, I've made a bunch of different mods for just about everything, including a bunch of stuff for chainsaws and augers and all of that. So you can put your dig mods in there. You can put your bunker busters, your radiation stuff. And I'm making a bunch of large tanks for gas for all of that, including, you know, Gatlin attachments and all of that. So tons of stuff, and I'm making some 4x scopes as well. So feel free to gear up all your tools. All right. And that one's done. Very nice. That's going to take a while. It's about 6 minutes right there. And over here, that's about another minute or so. This one's done.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay, they're in the mod. There were 2 of them. Now there's probably 0 of them.
2 of what?
Bunker busters.
Oh, there's another one in there. If you need another one, let me know. I'll make you more.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to need them. I need 2 myself.
Take them. I make more. We got tons of resources. We're out of resources the other day. That's why I couldn't make any. But you guys have just been crushing the resources now. So I thought it doesn't do us any good just sitting here in the box. I might as well make them into mods now that we got the resources for it. So I'll make about 4 more. If you need 2, I'll make 4 more. Bunker buster. Let's do it. See, that's good communication right there. Good communication. You got to say, hey, I'm going to take this, and all these are going to be gone. And so that lets me know that we need another overabundance of that thing. Glue. Grab the glue out of there. What else? Mechanical parts and springs. Mechanical parts, and take some of the springs out. And bunker buster mods right here. Again, I don't spend too much time doing mods early on because your resources are precious. If you're building your vehicles too early, if you are making too many mods, doing that kind of stuff too early, it burns up all your precious resources. And then basically all the peeps who need it for something else, like making tools and you know, expanding the base and doing that kind of stuff, you basically are out of resources for that. And then if they're not collecting materials, instead they're just doing tons and tons of quests without collecting actual loot, then what happens is you start to have a scarcity of mass amount of loot. Whoa, that's way too many diamonds in there. Okay, hold on. Let's downscale them diamonds.
I'm back.
Okay, we only need about 12 diamonds to save them for diamond tips, so I'm going to put these diamonds in the trade box. So if you're wondering why they're in there, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of those as well. All right, let's keep that going. Let's see, a bunch of that. All right, I got 4 more of those bunker busters going. If you see any that are not in there, if you need a mod, just let me know. I can do just about all of the mods now. I'll try to keep them in there. Now, if you are in charge of that thing, whatever that thing is, whether it comes with tools or ammo or weapons or whatever, if you can make a weapon, good to kind of peek into the box and say, is there any level 5 of these weapons left? If there's not, go ahead and make one, throw it in the box. And that's typically what everybody tries to do is look to see if we're out of that thing. If we're out of whatever that thing is, that's your specialty, make that thing, stick it in the box so the next person will have it. You don't want to make more than usually 2 of anything, and the only exception would be when a lot of people don't have that thing, like when it comes to the bunker buster or cripple 'em mods or axe mods, wood splitter mods, stuff like that. So I put a bunch of that in there. It should have mods for just about everything. Bada bing, bada boom. The one we need right now, by the way, who's doing clothing? Anybody doing clothing?
Someone was before. I don't know who it was though.
Okay, we need to get that triple pocket mod. So that should be AO number 1 now in the trader. AO number 1. Some nice 4-time mods here. They're gonna like that. Right there. And also, by the way, if you're looking for the clothing mods, I put them actually in with the armor. And I've split clothing off into its own box. So it's armor and armor mods, and then clothing and dyes into another box. Speaking of stuff. Okay. And I do that as I go along. As it gets expanded, then I'll expand it into a separate box. And then when that gets filled, I'll expand that in a separate box. But usually not right away. I usually keep them in a box just so they're all together in one place. Now, we got all that done. And that took about an hour. That was like a non-stop hour worth of just straight on focusing, getting that done. Now, we'll go ahead and grab some of our concrete out of here. And we're going to go to some work here. Working on our kill box a little bit. Let's see, what did I do with those frames? Where'd my frames go? Put them up in here. Wow, I'm really that low on frames? I could have sworn I had more frames, but no worries. More rebar frames. Boom, make me a whole bunch. There we go. And up here, we're making some rocket casings. Very nice. I'll put those up here. Whoever was making rocket casings, I put it up in the raw ammo box. Whoever's looking for that. Right there, looking good. And let's see. Auger schematic. I guess I'll learn that. I mean, I don't really need to. He already knows it, but we got to go. Look at that level 6 solar cell. That's a sexy beast. We got 2 of them there. What else we got? Don't need my turret. We need this. Let's go to working on our helipad. Helipad. That's a helipad you got there. What we got? Yeah, let's go ahead and get... 50 of those going. That's going to take a while. That's 30 minutes right there for 50 of those. Let's see how our stone box is looking. Woo, sexy! Look at that sexy, sexy stone box. All right, nice. And right in here we go. Fire that up. Right up in here. Keep those rocking and rolling. And if you let it run a little extra while you're doing something else, everybody, don't sweat it. It's when you let it run for like an hour, and then it burns all the fuel that your people spent all that hard time and effort into. That's when I have a problem with it. When it's running way too long without any fuel. That's when I have a problem. Let's go ahead and queue all these back up again. And I'll come back and empty these out later, but they're not gonna fill the output right now, so it's fine. We'll come back for it later on. All right, how are we looking down here? We're about 1 minute. Wow, that was an hour, by the way, everybody. Yeah, we looked at that originally an hour ago. It was about an hour in. Look at this. Woo, mama, that is a lot of cement. Come to Papa. Oh, we're gonna extend this base now. We're gonna extend this sucker out. Add some more fun for my peeps. Now, our tradition now in this playthrough is 2 rounds up in the kill box and 1 round down on the ground. And we're going to see how long we can do that before we just literally can't do it anymore because the bomber's going to be blowing up and killing us. But that's okay. It's all part of the fun of what we do. Now, right here, you can see I'm adding a bulletproof glass right across the top here. And I'm going to go ahead and switch it to my bulletproof plate here, the offset plate, not the centered plate. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy rotation and then lock it by doing advanced. All right, there we go. And we're just going to put some more glass in here. Now, we need the glass so that our stuff grows down here. It does actually work, by the way, to have your glass over the top, and it still allows your plants to grow. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to do this side first, as much as I can. I hate wasting bulletproof glass because bulletproof glass is the most expensive thing you can make in the entire game. And sometimes I have entire bases made out of bulletproof glass. That tells you how epic level that my crew is. We work together really, really well. And I don't mind, rolling up my sleeves, going out there collecting glass and collecting stuff for the glass at all. I actually like collecting, and collecting is one of my favorite things. But sometimes other people like to collect too, so I don't like to step on their toes too much. I let them shine, let them do their thing, right? But I love collecting and I love building. Those are the 2 things that go hand in hand with each other, right? The more cool stuff you collect, the more cool stuff you can build, I find. So the more of these resources that we gather, the more ability to make cool things, like a nice glass roof right here, which is actually going to become the helipad. Going to be where all my peeps land their vehicles. Right, speaking of, here he comes. Let's see how he does. Use the glass helipad. Use the glass. Use it. Oh, wow. Actually, that was a really good landing. Nice. Look at that pro landing. Who was that? Go see who that was. That was River Dog. That was a pro landing, River Dog. Very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm making you guys a nice little helipad out of glass right here. This whole thing right here is going to be for you guys to land a helicopter, especially for those who are still mastering the helipad or the helicopter. Some peeps are still mastering it. I'm always still mastering it too, even though you get it down after a while. Not too bad. Went a little bit sideways on me there, but that's okay. Going to do that road next anyway. As long as it doesn't go up one. I don't try not to jinx myself. And we can just keep filling this in. And notice how far the glass spans. It spans really far. That's because I'm doing 6 from one side, 6 from another, and I've got concrete there. So that concrete can hold up that glass really well. Now this glass also can take a damage. I can take up to 25. Oh, actually it's 3,000 now. I thought it used to be 2,500. But it's 3,000 damage. So that's going to be pretty sturdy glass. And pretty epic level for all of our stuff. And I'm actually going to put it all the way around the entire base. Normally I just use bars because bars are real cheap. And then I might upgrade them later, but usually not. I just kind of use wood bars. But look how cool that is. All right, isn't that cool? That's pretty epic. Makes me want to make the whole base out of it, except for it'd be less strength. It'd have less strength than the actual cement, especially when we make this all into steel, which is another thing we need to do. And we're going to do all of that. But first, we're going to do this battle. Let's go. Let's hope we got enough peeps. Who we got? We got 43 to 48. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't feel like this one's going to be, this one's going to be a win, but we're going to try. You know what? I take that back. We're going to get this. I'm going to think positive. We're going to get the win on this one. We're going to get the big W. Come on. Everybody work together, stay together. Oh my God, I'm already dead. I'm already dead. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. All right, come on, guys. Go, go, go. I hate it when it's zoomed all the way out there. You're missing all the action. Come on. Oh, no. One arrow guy and one banner guy left. Just the banner guy. Oh, so close. Look at that. Now, that was a difference of about 5 or 10 units right there. Had more people over here on the right-hand side, instead of just 2 units, they'd put down all of the units in there, we could have got that win. Come on, we could get that, everybody. Come on, we could do it. Let's do it, everybody. Let's keep playing. I'm going to use my replay tokens because I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe we can get it done. Come on now. Let's start somewhere else, though. Let's start down here at the bottom. No, top right here. This is where we can span out a whole lot of peeps right across here and try to help each other out. Let's do it. Right here, everybody. Let's gear up. Everybody together. Get together. We're going to need 1 unit every 5 minutes. Use those epics. Use those legendaries. We got to get past this one, and we got to get past the next one. I think we could have had it. Come on, guys. Everybody, rise up in the chat. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get the win so you guys can get epic loot. I don't need epic loot. I got 20,000 gold. I'm good. Try to get you guys the epic loot. All right. Let that run. What do we got over here? Let's do some steel. Going to need a lot of steel. I mean, a crazy ton of steel. Let that run up there. Take all that steel out of there. Take that clay. That clay back down there. More rockets. Can never have too many rockets, that's for sure. That is for surezies. Okay, we're going to put our steel back for right now because we don't want to have that going too much. What do we got going here? We got 6,000 going there. Let's go ahead and do another 6,000 right there. And then let's go ahead and queue that up. I'm going to be working on the kill box for about 30 minutes anyway, so I'm not really going to need any of that right this minute. So we'll just not, instead of queuing up across 8, we'll just do it across those 3. That'll make it a little easier for me to get it out of there later on. Anyway, all right, now this is my signature build that I typically do. It's called the Kismet kill box. And what it is basically a bunch of walls that go around the base, right? Like a big wall, except for it has an opening here and it's double lined. Now this is double lined with a pole. Now that pole is the secret because you can still shoot, but also block yourself in case they try to get in. And it's 2 of them together, so it's basically 24,000 that they need to break through to get in. Now you got to think that bombers blow up about 5,000 damage. So it takes about 2, 3, 4 bombers, boom, and they're in your base even with double steel. You cannot make it go any bigger than this. Now sometimes I build a single level bomb wall, which you can see this kind of wall on the outside here. That's what I call the bomb wall. And sometimes I will build a 5-level thick bomb wall where you see rows and rows and rows of those. And I've actually seen them get through all 5 levels before at steel. That's how hardcore this game can get. And the further along you get in the day, the further up your game stage get. We're at 110 game stage. We're going to get a lot of bombers. The further and higher level that gets, the harder core this game gets, and I love it. I love every minute of it. Now, we've also got our turret stands over here. So you sit right here. You can set your turrets down right there, and those are going to get any mobs that get too close to the base as well. And I've got them all the way around the base, and I'll come back and color them all in later on, do all sorts of fun stuff with them. But for right now, we're going to go ahead, and I might make them yellow. Just dawned on me. That would look cool with those all yellow all the way around. So you would know that was part of that. Also, you can see we've got these steps here. Now, you can step up and back. You can go ahead and jump on the ladder. There we go. And we can back up and down, and we can grab the rebar frame off of there so the mob cannot chase us up. Now, what the mob will do, though, is it'll be smart, and it'll run toward that one. But if you're really tricky, you could, in theory, if they breach the base, I could run around real quick and grab all of those and then run up on the side, and that would keep them from getting up into the top part where all my peeps are. But right now, we're also keeping them from getting in the base because we have a nice big drawbridge that we can use to go in and out of the base very nicely, like that. We've also got our bars here, which are all upgraded to iron. So you can go ahead and shoot down. If they get past the bomb wall, you can shoot there, or they're outside the bomb wall, you can shoot over there. We've also got some lean outs over here in the corner where we can just go boom, boom, boom and blast them. And you can see we're extending the cement pad. Oh, somebody was over there filling in that cement pad. And we're kind of extending this out, and then we'll extend all of our spikes out eventually as well. So yeah, somebody out here filling this in. Maybe that was me. I don't know. Maybe it was Seed out here working on this. Extending this out. But hey, let's go to town. Oh, that one's busted. It's broken. It's faster just to take it out. I can repair it with forged iron, but I don't got any on me. Let's do this. That drives real crazy when I do that, by the way, when I do like every other one, because when you're running, it can't keep up with you. By the way, it used to be able to keep up with you. That you used to be able to fill this in at a running speed. And then you'd miss like every 5th or 6th one, but you would get a whole bunch of them at running speed. But now they made the thing so slow that it takes forever to fill all this in. There's another one that's damaged. Now, I usually have like an agenda of stuff that I got going. Yeah, so close. Close on that. Come on, everybody, put a unit down every 5 minutes. You put 1 unit every 5 minutes down. We're going to need as many peeps as we can to come help us. Playing some Stream Raiders right now. Feel free to come on in. Put down your units. See if we can get it going on.
Hey, Hanian, I suppose you have a lot of the map experience.
Kinda. I had to delete my 7 days, so I kinda lost most of the map, but I have the outline kind of.
I have quite a bit. What are you looking for?
Well, I want to do that tree farm thing, but I want a spot that is away from where anyone would be going.
If I'm looking for a relatively flat spot, do you want it somewhere someone's not going to render it, or what?
Yeah, preferably.
The only thing I can really think of is maybe over towards the watch tower of the high school to the west. Just north of the Hanyon, that's a city right there. Right above the Hanyon actually is a flat area you can clear out. And not too many people go over that area, because the trade you have to go north for or south for. You usually don't go straight that direction.
Yeah, I was gonna say right here is pretty flat. Just don't say anything when you see something.
Okay.
Okay. And there we go. Got it filled back in. Looking good. Looking sharp.
I might die here. I have like 10 vultures on me.
Broken thing.
Ooh,
I was about to tell you, man. Watch your health. You got any health or anything? Got anything to heal with?
I'm just having to run in circles to scrape my leg.
He's writing the same thing here, everybody. Run over there to him. He's over on the other side of town here. We got 3 peeps here. Sita, Riverdog, Alan. Run down there and see if you can help him out real quick. He's down there at the shotgun Messiah.
I'm on my way.
I got 18 HP, I'm good. Doesn't look any more coming at me.
All right, never mind. I always call my peeps out. When I see someone in danger, they're out of resources, they're out of ways of healing themselves, we call out, and you see my peeps just kind of kick right into it. Kick right into it. I'm always looking at it. It's like, where'd my vehicle go? And I just realized I left it up in here. But there we go. So that's looking good. We've got that filled out there.
We've got lots of all of those things.
I know, I put them in my gyrocopter because I was trying to save space.
All right. I might finish out the cage today. We'll see how it goes.
Good thing.
I think we're good.
Ooh, bring me all that raw meat.
Yep, I just got 25.
Yeah, see how it's broken too. Some of these things are broken. These places. I'm gonna put like a bomb in there and blow it up. I might just blow the whole thing up, like take some rockets and zap it. But I've had that problem before where those blocks get kind of glitched out. I found it in Alpha 18 and in 19. You can't do anything with that block, and I've blown it up. I've used the C4. I've shot rockets at it. I've done that stuff, and then whatever invisible thing that's there that's blocking it is hard to get rid of. And it's probably like a spawn point too for mobs or something like that that could be blocking it. All right. See to this whole outside of the base here. Whenever you feel like it, feel free to spike the heck out of all of this. All right.
All right, sure thing.
I feel like that's probably far enough. Now what we're going to do is put our ramps in around the outside. Like this, and this will help the mobs.
Do you want throwing, Alan?
I already grabbed a bunch of pine seeds. They seem to be the best, generally.
What are we doing with pine seeds?
I'm gonna set up a very large tree farm so no one renders it.
Where are you setting that up? And why do we need a gigantic tree farm?
Roughly where a Hanion is. And because we have been generally low on wood, and even more than that, we are always low on honey, which I need to make awesome sauce. But I have
I see. Yeah.
get honey from trees. But it's
Sure.
a low chance.
Just make sure it's kind of out of sight from where we are. If it's far enough out where we can't see it from the base, that's fine. All right. I always like to know what's up because I'm going to actually extend our tree farm at the top. But we'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm working on this. I'll get back to that later on. But that's okay. If he needs to farm honey and all that stuff, wants to put it way out there and micromanage it, I'm down for that. Looks good. Looks good. And we'll get all this in here. Now, why do I want to put these ramps in here? The reason why is you don't want them walking up and feeling like they're getting glitched out, though they're much smarter than they used to be. Sometimes they would walk up and just like, hit the thing. But now they'll typically jump up in Alpha 18 and in Alpha 19, which is what we're in right here. But I always like to go in and put a ramp in anyway, so it encourages them just to walk up into the thing. Stupid plants in my way. Walk up into the actual base edge instead of just standing there on the side and wailing on the side or getting stuck, in which they then start doing weird stuff. And So we'll put all this in around the outside, and that'll be pretty much it for the outside of the base here. Then we're going to be working more on the interior and whatnot. Getting this going on. We're getting up to day 30 right now. I think when we hit day 50 or so, I'm going to be cranking it up. So our Horde Knights are going to be more epic level Horde Knights. Because we're really doing well. We got lots of ammo, lots of stuff. And everybody's really geared up fairly well. I feel like by the time we get to day 50, we're going to have lots and lots of stuff. I'll also be shortening the days, probably down to about 40 minutes. So our Horde Knights will come up a bit faster. I'm going to work on these corners here too eventually, but for right now, let's just go ahead and work on this. And I'm also going to get a bunch of dirt here in a bit, and I'm going to fill in that whole field over there with dirt. Got to watch out for these ones right here. Sometimes in your way. There we go.
I was climbing up a staircase, and there's no zombie nearby, and there's one vulture left I had to kill for the quest, and I have no clue how I died.
Did you heal back up? I wasn't watching your health. I was over here putting frames down. Did you heal back up after that last one or no?
I had like 15 to 30 HP on me, but I was just jumping upstairs with a splinted leg and died.
That'll do it. Yeah, plus you gotta think it's an alpha, so you know, weird stuff happens. I've actually fallen off like a 2 block and died from that too in full health, so yeah, alpha is as alpha does.
Well, there's gonna be another tier 5 confession clear if someone would like to do that with me later.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get in some quests in here at some point, but I love working on the base, and base is shaping up nicely, so see what I can get going on here. Get it going on first. I'd like to sit and do quests all day and everything, but I know a lot of people tune in my channel to watch me do my mega builds. So we're going to keep on doing the mega builds here for this. And then we're going to do some power, I think, today too. So we'll get that going. And I think we might have enough time at the end to do a little bit of questing. We'll see. Let's go ahead and fill some of this in because this could be drying right now. Let this stuff get started drying. Just feel like filling that edge in. Look at that. Nice. Now, I could have made it more of a even pace, but people shouldn't be coming up here. They should be going up my ramp here, and this ramp is basically going at a more a less steep angle than these over here. These are just for mobs to climb up here and then be eradicated by my crew. So they're not kind of down behind this kind of lip of the base edge. We don't want them down over that lip because then it's kind of hard to hit them from inside the base in there.
Yeah, I just wanted
Speaking of,
a bunch of grass.
if I see her coming at me, I just go and I wipe her out. Now she might have some friends. Oh, there's a feral. See, that one's a feral. How do I know that? There's a whole bunch of ferals. Look at that. Those are all ferals. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to clear the grass.
Look behind you. Always look behind you. Now, I got the spikes on the left side, so those are going to add things, but sometimes they'll be sneaky behind you there. I can shoot them really far away with the shotgun, and that's what the barrel extender does. Barrel extender is super useful for the shotgun, like that. Now, because I also have other attachments to my shotgun here, this is the auto shotgun, it also allows me to have more bullets in there, too. And I've got a crippling mod in there. And I'd love to have a level 6, because the level 6 would let me also put the radiation remover for radiated mobs. Because sometimes you shoot radiated mobs, they fall down, then they get right back up again because they res themselves. So we want to go ahead and keep that from happening, and that's what that rad remover does. You made me love this game, Kismet. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, if I made you love some games, then I'm doing it right, everybody. I am doing it right. And this is a good game to love, too. This is a really fantastic game. They put the fun in first. They put all the things that I really like. Now, I'm usually not into zombie games. It's not my thing. That doesn't float my boat. But if you're into it, more power to you. I don't like scary games. I jump scare so easy. Like, you just donate, bam, I'll jump out of my chair. Or drop some bits or whatever. But this one I make the exception because it also has this awesome building system. The frames is the true genius of this game. I'm telling you, that is the genius because it allows you to build stuff, make up your mind whether you like it or not, and once you like it, then you fill it in like I'm doing right here. But you can also just take the whole entire thing back down again and make it a different way. You can also test the strength of the base, whether it's going to fall down or not, by using frames as well. And you can kind of test the limits of what you can do. Again, putting that edge in there so the mobs come up the edge and go over there. Now, I might put a kill box on the edge here eventually, but we're really kind of very early on in the playthrough. So really not necessary to put the turrets in yet. Plus, they take a lot of resources. Very tempted in putting the blade traps in this round to see if they work a little better. They normally get annihilated by bombers. So I might put them out further this time. I might put them out beyond the side of the base, maybe right here. And as they're coming through, they'll hit the blade traps first. And I usually like doing upside down blade traps. So if it does hit them, it'll blow up out here and not take out all of my blade traps. I feel like you can't put them up next to the base anymore because they'll run up, they'll hit the bomb wall, and they'll slide along that bomb wall, they'll blow up, and then like 4 of your blade traps are instantly destroyed. I feel like you should be able to make your blade traps steel blade traps now so they can take more damage against bombers. But no steel blade traps yet. None yet. Chappy, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Team Tycoons right up in here. And thanks for coming in. I thought it was a Satisfactory until you took out the gun. You like that clean? Yeah. Oh, man, I was playing some Satisfactory today. I didn't want to stop, man. We were just absolutely on a roll today with the perfect balance of power and production. It's probably the best playthrough I've ever done with the most perfect balance of production and power. We just absolutely crushed it. We're right now on the ability to make rubber and to make plastic. And so when we play that next week, literally all we have to do is run one power line and boom, we are in plastic and in rubber, which allows us to make the generators for making power. And then I'll convert that whole entire thing over there into power generation, or maybe I'll convert a different one into power generation. I'm not sure. We're going to look and see what the other nodes are, and then we're just going to generate a crazy ton of oil power that we can use. But we still do need to make a good amount of plastic and rubber in the long run. All right, looking good, looking good. Guess we could put in these corners while we're running around. I could have done that all the way around here. Now we'll go ahead and put in the corners. You got to use your wet cement for that, unless they added it. I don't think they added... oh, they did add corner frames. Oh, I forgot. They added the nice corner frame. Oh, we could have been putting those in all this time. Nice. So they did add some of these to this, including plates, which I used a lot in here. So they added plates to your actual frames. Frankly, I think the rebar frame is the highest level frame. It should have all of the shapes in there. I'm not a big fan of wet cement. I think they should take that completely out of the game and just make it the frames. The frames is what makes it awesome because you don't have to commit to what it is until you decide, okay, that's exactly what I want, and then you fill it in. So I feel like by adding another layer of doing this wet cement, that it actually takes away from some of the fun of building, because then you're like, do I really want to waste my cement? The cement takes a while to put it together. Do I really want to waste my cement on testing this out, or would I rather just, try something else and do something else? I feel like it brings up that question of, do I really want to waste all that material? Because you got to collect stone, take the stone, put it in the forges. Take the forges, melt that down. Collect sand or make sand from your stone, and then take that and combine it with more stone and put it in there with the cement, and then make the wet cement. And then once you make the wet cement, then you can make these other shapes that you can't do with this. And I really feel like we should do it. Now, speaking of shapes, right over here, probably a good idea See, it's just above that too. So it's not only down in here, but there's a block above that that we can't get rid of. We can just try to do one of these things. See if we can get that little, sometimes it's like a little dot. Nope. Sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's just a broken box. See, it's like wood. See, hear that? It's like wood. There's like a wood piece there. Like our chainsaw. Now, also, the reason why that's like that is most likely because it glitched when we dropped this down. We knocked this all out. It could have glitched there, too. So I feel like at some point, I'm going to put a whole bunch of TNT right there, like 20 of them, and I'm going to blow this whole up in an area up, and then come back and see if that fixes it. But for right now, only thing I can do is just leave it. Leave it as is. All right, let's put our last corner in. We did that corner. Put our last corner in over here. And our, what I call base pedestal. Our base pedestal. GG. Look at that. Beautiful Kismet kill box. That's the small, that's about a medium one. But it's typically smaller than some of the ones I've done. I've done massive ones. Huge kill boxes that literally take up the size of the entire town. Very, very large ones. But I find those are more just for cosmetic or for coolness and less for functionality. This is a pretty decent functionality. It could be a lot smaller, but it's also cool to have the house inside there and all of that fun with the house. Now what we need to do is, still didn't bring my vehicle. We need to go in here and we need to get going on lining this with steel because we're starting to get bombers now, and I knew it would happen on day 28. And we're getting a bunch of bombers, so we need to line our bomb wall. Because some of them actually did break their way through. And we'll go ahead and grab some steel. And start with first things first. Let's grab it. All right. Now, all the steel I've been making is for the bomb wall. Now, I don't want to take all the steel, even though we're making some. Always good to have a little bit in there so when people are crafting, they'll have a little bit of that as well. But we're going to go out here, get this done. Got to make one of these ladders in the inside of the base, too. All right, we're going to go ahead and pick up our vehicle. There we go. So we'll have that as well. Okay, now before we put in too many spikes here, and it's making it hard for me to get to it, we need to go ahead and line the middle part. Now, this one right here, right there, is actually the middle part. Now, I can't get there, but I can go ahead and build my way over there. Like this. And then I can go ahead and try to get right on this edge. Right there. Just kind of build my way across the spikes. Now, I hate doing it this way. I like doing it where I don't have to crawl across here. But a dude's got to do what a dude's got to do, right? I prefer not to have to crawl over. Now, I can also do this from the inside. But the reason why I'm doing the middle one first is because the middle one is the primary one that they're going to have to break through first, right? Pets can get in through the bottom ones, but pretty much everything else has to get through, except for crawlers, has to get through the middle. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put these around the whole entire outside while we're not in Horde Night mode. And then that one actually needs to come back and be upgraded again. And again, this, oops, missed that one. This one's the middle one here, and some of this is taking damage, so I got to repair it. If I accidentally hit the top one, no big deal. We're going to be lining the entire thing in steel. This allows me access in here, but does also still protect the base. Because what I'll do is I'll take out those frames over there and just leave this in the inside while I'm working. And then from there, we can work on the base. And then before Horde Night, I'll come out here and take all these frames out. Like so.
I just use some paper to make some more shotguns.
Oh, this whole entire side is already done. Awesome. Now, the only mobs that typically make it to 3 or 4 spikes in are Demolition. Demolition can make it pretty far. Radiated mobs can make it pretty far in your spikes. But pretty much those are the only ones who are going to make it to this far in, unless they find a way over, like they get on my spikes and start running, or get on my frames and start running along my frames. And that can happen. They can come up from behind you because they do have a path to get to you.
I have not been.
Okay. No rush, but when you have a chance, it would be good.
Unless you already used it
Which box did you put it in?
in the
I see it. Okay. Thank you.
And again, if I miss, no big deal. All this is going to get upgraded to steel eventually. But we always start with the most important thing first, because you definitely are going to run out of steel. You absolutely are, no matter... This is a lot of steel, a lot of iron here being converted into defenses. Oh, looks like they breached over here. Look, there's a breach up there. We'll have to go ahead and fix that. Yeah, someone actually made it through. Very nice.
Does anyone want to join me on that clear again, or no thanks?
We're going to go middle wet concrete pull, and then we'll go copy rotation.
Okay, no rush.
I'm on the way there.
All right, and then, yeah, a lot of damage on this side. Tells you how amazing, how much damage mobs can do, especially when they start overwhelming the side of your base. They can absolutely break through concrete, for sure. And especially the lesser mobs, the normal mobs, can breach your concrete because there's no one there to stop them. They'll just sit there and keep hitting your concrete and hitting your concrete until it's gone. That's why you have spikes, so that the spikes will keep doing damage to them until they eventually die, and then not be able to get all the way into your base. That's why spikes are vitally important very early on, to keep all the annoying mobs from getting into your base. And I would suggest first starting with a single row, and then bringing it out to about 3 rows of spikes. And then you should be pretty good. Of course, leaving room for you. If you notice that I typically don't use ground level entrances. And the reason why is because if you have a ground level entrance, that's exactly where they're going to be going every single time. Because they know where the weakest part of your base is, and they'll try to exploit that. And your weakest part of your base is typically your door. Typically your door entrance. So you see I don't do door entrances. Sometimes I'll do above ground like I'm doing on this one, and sometimes I'll do subterranean entrances. And I'll offset it, say, 20 in that direction, put a hatch down under the base and then up into the base. I can also do that with vehicles. You can put a drawbridge over the top of it and then have a ramp going down into it. And then go like this. So anytime anyone wants to get in there, they just raise the drawbridge, drive right in there, go down the thing, drawbridge comes down. You can also make it automated, so it'll close and they can go under as well. Very fun. Done that many a time. Very, very fun. But it does have the additional work of course, digging out the tunnel and doing all of that. If you have an auger, you can get her done fairly quickly. Fairly quickly. And for each and every time we get closer and closer to Horde Night, I also add more and more upgrades because as the mobs scale up, your defenses should scale up along with it. For sure. I hear you, lady. I'm busy. I'm busy working here, lady. Again, every now and again you want to look behind you. Make sure there's no mobs walking along your frames. Again, I would definitely not leave these here for during Horde Night. So that's my middle one, yep. And again, so if we get this all the way around, we are pretty styling
Here we go.
on our steel here. I can keep my mouse under control. Yeah, whatever. Try to get me, lady. Come on. Try to get me beyond these spikes. I'd like to see you do it.
There you go.
Go ahead. Just jump on the spikes and die.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, bring your friends over here. Let them jump on the spikes and die. All right. Yep, come on in. Everybody come in and die. Now, I could kill them and get the XP, but you know what else I can do? Work on my stuff.
Got a bunch of radiators coming in, looks like.
Dead. 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 Dead, dead, dead. Let somebody else shoot him. So I don't worry about it when I'm inside here because I'm fairly protected against the spikes. Or protected with the spikes. And one of the things too that people get obsessed with is killing the mobs all the time. If I'm over killing the mobs, I'm not building the base. And that's how I look at it. Big time. All right, let's get this battle going. Let's hope we got enough peeps this time, everybody. While I continue to fill this in. Let's go. Battle time!
Alright, I'm heading over now. Just go for the duct tape boy.
In the zone. Let's see. Man of Steel Games getting some extra love. Cat B MVP, and we got the win. Nice job, everybody. Back to the map. Okay, here's your chance, everybody. Here's your chance at the high school dance to get yourself a potential skin. Where are we going? Where are we going? I'm feeling they're going to be spawning all up in here. I'm going to say a little heavy left. Let's go right over here. Group everybody together. And together, we're going to get that win and potentially get you guys a skin. All right. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Only 10% chance, but hey, that's better than 0. That is better than 0. We're getting there, everybody. I think we're getting there. Dang, I think we got that already done. Bam, we're all the way around. All right, awesome. Okay, now we got to wait for that to dry there. Now, what would be the next level that I would do? Another little trick, too, by the way, behind you. Take out these 2 frames. Now, what they'll do is they'll try to walk up here, and they'll end up on the spikes. I know, it's evil. It's evil, but fun at the same time. Now, what I would do is actually not the top one. I would do the bottom one down here. And I don't know how much steel we got left. Or we should be running low. Oh, we got a good amount. And so we'll start working with the bottom one. And that'll hopefully keep the pets from getting in there. And the crawlers. And again, I'll be scaling up these Horde Knights, so it's going to get even more and more epic as we go along. And they'll be becoming more and more faster. I was going to get a sniper weapon. That's what I should have done. Don't bother getting up. Don't bother standing up, lady. I'm working here. I died on the spikes. It's also nighttime right now, so mobs are going to be running up on me. I'm fairly safe working here. Now, I could have also done this from the inside, but I find it's a little bit easier, especially in these lower ones, to do it from the outside. And these ones are the most awkward ones to do, are the bottom two, because you got the spikes in the way. Had I done it before the spikes, I wouldn't have had this much problem. But I typically don't.
Because if you get overrun, it's good for a quick reaction.
And you're like, well, Kismet, why didn't you upgrade the middle part here, that part there first, over there? And that's because we're at bombers now. If I had enough steel to upgrade out here and in there, then I would. But since I don't, I won't. This is the higher priority protection area. Oh, and that's it, out of steel. Higher priority protection area is the actual bomb wall itself to prevent those bombers from breaking into our base. Okay, so that is looking good. We need a lot more steel. So we're going to just let that steel run and run and run, because steel's really easy to upgrade. It just takes time and effort to put it in there. And so I'll come back over here. Nip, nip, and then jump to the other side. And then take those blocks out for now. Like that. And I'll just leave that there so I kind of remember where I was. And there we go. Very nice. I've got a whole bunch of frames around the bottom side of the base. They're there so I can upgrade the outside of the base. So just leave those frames there if you don't mind. They're not going to interfere with our defenses. All right. Let's see. So I'll leave that until Horde Night. And Horde Night I'll go and I'll pick all those up, because you don't want those there on Horde Night, because they can jump up on them and then try to jump over that top part, which you don't want to do. All right, I feel like it's good. I feel like we just need to work on this little area out here. Let's get our vehicle out. Go for a little ride. Right up into here. All right. Looking good. Ooh, look at this glass. Oh, so awesome. So awesome. Okay, we got that going. We should probably check in on our forges, see how they're doing. Okay, then we're going to start working on automation, how to automate all the doors and all of that stuff. Let's see, we don't really need any more frames. I feel like we're okay on frames right now. I'm not going to be framing anything out. So actually, we'll combine all of those. Concrete, we're looking good. Let's put that back in there. Looking good on that. Eventually, I'll probably need that for the base itself. For this space here, and I'll go through and I'll upgrade everything inside here. The whole entire thing will be out of concrete, but then I'll repaint it to make it look like it's the actual thing. Look like it's wood and all of that later on. But for right now, we're going to let that run. How we doing on our sand down here? Sand's looking good. See, I told you I wasn't going to even have to bother to run that across all of those. That'd be done by the time I was done with all of that. We'll take out all of this stuff in here. And we're going to see how much of this we can queue up now. And like so. All right, how much sand we got? About 17,000. Oh, we got a bunch in here. Very nice. Let's get all of this out of here. And queue as much as we can. All right, now the thing that we have the least amount of, it looks like here, is stone. So we'll go ahead and move this around and see how we're looking. Oh, actually, the least amount we have is actually still sand. We've got plenty of this up here. We got 1, 2, 3. Let's see, that's going to be 8 across. All right, so that's, let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10. That's 10,000. 15,464. Now, meanwhile, also, it's been in here making a bunch of this. And let's keep that cement rolling out. And a bunch more of this. Cement rolling out. And so on. This is how I like to do doing these forges. You just kind of set them and forget them. Let them run out. Look at that, everybody. Look at that. Look at that massive amount of cement that we're about to queue. Now, we need to get rid of some of this stuff off us here because we want to have as much possible room as we can. We'll put this down in there. Oops, not the sand, not the stone. In there. There we go. And now to give us some room for our...
I love this part.
Queued all of this. For our stone. Again, the stopping factor right now is our sand. Because, again, we need more stone and more sand. But we did find a little bit more right there. So that's 26,739. Is that how much we've got here? Well, we got 20, 30. We have 30,000 potential cement. But right here, again, 26,739. Hey, Suri, what's 26,739 divided by 8?
26,739 divided by 8 is 3,342.375.
See, now we're getting to a point now where we can almost queue up every single one as 6,000. 6,000 is the most cement you should ever start in any one of these, and that's because your output can only hold 6,000. So you don't want to queue up more than that because it'll just go and then stop. You always want to go ahead and make sure that you can just run it and just let it run forever. We want to make sure we get this in the right thing. There we go. There we go. 3,342. It's going to take an hour and a half to make 3,000 sand and 3,000 concrete, and we're just going to do that over and over and over. And this is a thing of beauty right here, everybody. This is one of my favorite things in the game. It's just to queue up insane amount of concrete, because you just know you could just build a lot of epic stuff with that concrete. Bases, remote bases, upgrade your current base and whatnot. We'll just let the rest of that run, and there we go. Got that all queued, so we just need more sand. So what I'll do is I'll just take the rest of this stone, and I'll have it run as sand in that last one. Put a little bit of this back, and there we go. Literally going to have 26,000 concrete. And the concrete, at that point, will need to go into a separate box, because that's going to fill the rest of that up for sure. So this one over here, I'm actually going to rename Stone 2 and finished, even though it's redundant, but I'm going to put it in there as finished concrete. Concrete. There we go. Doesn't fit. Stone 2. Let's just call it concrete. So concrete is the end result of cement. You combine, sand and all that stuff together. But I put it as finished concrete so that everybody kind of knows that's exactly what that is. It's kind of a good way of double downing on misunderstandings of what that is. It's not cement, it's actually concrete, the final thing. So you can just call it concrete if you want. But me, I usually put finished in there, meaning it's the finished box of finished items. So that's now going to go down there and not in the building. And so we're looking good there. Let's combine those together. What else we got? Okay, we're going to need our power tool. Start working with that. Start working with our battery boxes. We're going to start working with our solar power here. We're going to need a generator. Let's see. We're going to need our best batteries that we've got. We got some 6s.
Level 5 sniper, almost every kill.
Let's see. Let's just grab our 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll probably only use one of these battery banks for now. Put that back in there. All right. And we got battery banks. And then we're going to start working on our stuff here. If I can remember what the heck the name of it is. Generator bank, forged iron, mechanical parts, and electrical parts. So boom, boom, forged iron, good to go. All right, right over here, we're making some shotgun shells. Shotgun, why he's got it in everything. He's got it in all of my forges. He got it in every single thing. Well, I got some duct tape over there. Oh wow, a massive amount of repair tape, repair kits. That's nice. If I see stuff in my boxes, I will go in and just take it and put it away, whoever was making it. Sometimes it doesn't make it back in the box, so they get sidetracked onto other stuff. I don't mind taking it and sorting it, putting it away. But I do need one of these. Let's see. This is going to take another 45 seconds, no problem. We'll go ahead and generator was the thing I was going to do, and let's go ahead and favorite that. And we'll take this out, and we'll put our shotgun ammo. Whoever was making that can grab it out of here now. This box of shotgun shells. And then a whole bunch of boxes of that for Horde Night. So that's 10,000, 15,000 It's 5, 10, 15,000 robotic tournament ammo. And that's a lot of robotic tournament ammo earlier game, but later game, that's really not a lot. You could fill up a whole entire box, and between all of this many people, we could use it all in a single night. So pretty hardcore. Pretty hardcore amount of stuff. Okay, now we need to think about our power. Where do we want to start our power, and how do we want to manage our power, turn our power on and off, and all of that stuff? And so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of look at where we first want to use our power. Our power we want to use in our doorways, so they'll automatically open and close now, so people will not have to go in and out of the doorways automatically. Now, if your power goes off, you need to think about having a backup plan for your automatic doors. Where do people come in and out the most? If they come in and out this door the most, then that's the door that should be automated. The one they come out the least, then these ones should be the ones that are not automated. Now, someone keeps opening that door and leaving that door open, so I'm going to probably automate that one. Now, like this one here is tucked back here in the corner, and probably very few people use it. This would be the one that would be non-automated. So if all the rest of them are broken or power's out, they could always run around, go through here, through the manual one, and come in and out. Now, one of the problems with the doors, the automatic doors, is the fact that people have a tendency to pick them up all the time. And I'm going to show you a trick on how to keep people from picking up your automatic doors. So let's go ahead and work on doors. And we're going to go ahead and start with our powered vault doors here. Forged steel, springs, mechanical parts, and electrical parts. So we left some forged steel for us to work. And I've already forgotten what it all was. Let's see, door. And let's go ahead and get that one as well. Springs was the other thing. And we're always running low on springs. That's interesting that the springs are low. Usually I got so many springs. Usually got like 50,000 springs. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this going. Let's see how many of these we can do. I'm going to queue it up right here. This is kind of my box here, usually typically by where all the forges are, or my thing here. Alright, favorite that. We're also going to do some drawbridge. Some power drawbridge here. What do we need for that? We need a little bit more wood. We got a bunch in there. Got a bunch. Nice. Someone doing a good job on collecting that wood. And so we'll do... let's do 1, 2... Let's say 4 of those. Those are going to take a while. And then drawbridge over here. We're probably going to need 1. I should probably make 2, though, in case I screw one up. And we'll grab the ammo out of here and put that ammo away. Up in there. Whoever's making shotgun ammo, I put it in the ammo box. Alright. I'm queuing up some pretty long running stuff, like automated drawbridges and doors and stuff. Queuing up a bunch of that. We're going to power up the base now. Alright. Let's see. The other thing I'm going to need is power hatches. So let's get a few of those going as well. Let's say over here. We'll take this over. Hatches. Hatch. And how many of these do I need? Well, we'll just start with 1 for now. We'll go from there. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. Powered hatch. Oh, no, that was right. Okay. That was right. I just ran out of springs. That's why it popped out of there. Let's see. We can do steel doors and all of that. Well, I don't think we're going to do any of that this round.
Well, 2 steel plugs.
Just need to get the doors going. Now, I don't like the sound of the generator running, so I typically will put the generator in a place where you can't hear it running all the time. I feel like I'm going to go ahead and put it up on the 2nd floor here. We're going to have like a power room, which will be where we put all of our power and kind of manage it and run it out the window right there. Is a good one to do there. Let's see which one of these windows goes to our drawbridge. This way. This way right here. No gas, of course.
Which grab some stuff.
Get some gas out of here.
Oh, crap, some stuff for sure.
Kismet's going to do some alterations, everybody. Yeah, right out there. Right out there. So, let's go ahead and do this one right here. There's one I didn't want to switch on. Now, we've already got a window there, so we might as well utilize our window and run this out. And again, I'm going to have glass all the way across. We need our connectors, too. What are those called? Derp. What are those things called? Wire relay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my earphones are dying. Hold on a second, everybody, while I take them out, plug them into the thing. It sucks that these things only last for 3 hours. Not even 3 hours, it was 2 hours, and they're already dead. Those are the old iPhone headphones, but luckily, I got the backup plan. I got the backup plan. Let's go ahead and switch this back. Audio back to my standard deal over here and see if I can hear it. Nope. Sometimes it won't let me switch it. This one. Ah, there we go. Now it's working. Okay. So you can hear it either way, but I had to switch it so I could hear it. All right. So what do we want to do? Do we want to run it out here and then run it across? How do we want to do our power? So the first thing we're going to need it for is this, and then also for our doors down below. So I'll have to run a bunch of wiring and whatnot. But I do need a bunch of these electric wire relays. And also you can use a timer relay so things come on and off based on what you need. But let's go ahead and do this. And after these are done, no, these are over here. That's going to be done in about 3 minutes. Relay. Let's go ahead and favorite that as well. Let's go ahead and craft.
Open fire.
That was.
Let's go ahead and say about 10 of those.
I was like,
Craft a bunch of those, and then we're also going to do our camera or whatever those things are called. What is that thing called? Man, I'm blanking on the names of these things today. Tools and traps. What is the name of that electrical
fire and ready.
stuff? Oh, motion sensor, that's what it is. We'll make about 10 of those. That'll make a bunch of that. Maybe some fence posts too. We'll work with some electricity at some point. Let's say 4 of those. I got all of that. I'm going to put in some industrial lights and all that kind of fun stuff this round. Yeah, we might get to all of that. Art of Mining number 7. We can make lanterns. That's cool. Okay, that's looking good. So let's go ahead and prep our thing here. Let's see whose room this is over here. Because somebody's got their thing down there.
I'm going to sleep.
So, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Someone's chest in here, too. Sorry, whoever's chest this is. What do you got in there? Look at that. A bunch of weird random stuff in there. What the heck? Somebody's got their chest upstairs and then a bedroll. I just took the bedroll out because it says it's by unknown player. And someone's got a chest of stuff up here, too. I'm just going to take whatever you got up here. It's like a blunderbuss and stuff. Looks like somebody's stuff at the very beginning of the game. So I'm going to take all that out and put that in the box. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. I like to let everybody know when I'm moving stuff around, like moving their bedrolls or whatnot around so I can utilize different parts of the base. So it's like a whole bunch of like starter stuff, for sure. That is like blunderbusses and ammo and stuff like that. It's really unnecessary to keep all that stuff into their own chest because all of that stuff is easily accessible through all the boxes. So there's no reason to put it in your own box and keep it for yourself. Usually people do that in the very beginning. They'll keep all the kind of random stuff in their little room, which is completely not needed. They can grab anything they need out of there. All right, this is going to be the power room. Now, the power room is going to get the first one to get a full upgrade to concrete. So let's get that going. Power room always needs to be well insulated in case anything goes wrong. And we're going to get that going there. Now, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put the power on the roof. And that's not always the best thing to do because then you got to climb up to the roof every time to deal with it. So what we're going to do is, so we don't have to listen to it down here, we're going to put it up there. But I will have to climb up there every time I want to double check it or fix it or whatever. But at least it won't be all the way to the roof every single time and climbing up there every single time. And I call that the power box, by the way. That you make a power box on the top. Hey, Cannon, what's up? That you know, you're putting a cannon, or putting it up on the top, and then you build a box around it, or you build a room that is just your power management room. Really cool to make it out of glass and then have it like a little power console that you have there. I've done that before, like little towers of power, and then they're like little tower poles that you have up. And then up at the top, you're actually turning on and off your switches for all your different turrets and lights and all that kind of fun stuff. I might do that again. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But for right now, let's get to the basics. By doing some generators and things like that. We're going to need some concrete. We're going to need some cobblestone rocks. We do need to get a bunch of dirt going. That's another thing we need to do while I'm thinking about it. And let's go ahead and make a ton of dirt. Now, what do I need dirt for? I need dirt for right out in front of the base. We're going to flatten that out so it's not like a little hill there because that'll just start getting further and further down in the hill.
That would also be good, I suppose. But I think this man.
All right.
Everyone can enjoy higher level challenges.
You okay, Steven?
And down.
What'd you do?
That was just a thing.
Okay.
It's actually probably faster for me to take this out and reframe it. But I don't feel like taking it all out. Because it could mess with the stability of the base. So I'm just going to upgrade it to concrete. Now, temporarily, I'm going to upgrade this, but eventually I feel like I want to make this room into glass also. Now, why would I want to make this room into glass? Well, if you're standing right here, upgrade that a little bit. If you're standing right here and you're turning the power on and off, you'd want to be able to see it in that kind of view. I guess I have enough to build a tower. But we're just going to go ahead and utilize this room since we already have it. Maybe I'll make the whole upstairs in the glass. I always like doing the highest end stuff because it gives you that, you know, that constant push forward in your playthroughs. But I will have to take all this out if I were to do that. So we'll get to it eventually. We're basically making our power into like a little bunker. I always do this around the power. Sometimes I make a much smaller area, though. But this is going to have multiple items running over here. Got to start somewhere, everybody. Got to start somewhere. And best to start simple and work your way up to the more fancy stuff later on. We're doing on this battle. 2 more minutes on the battle. Alright, looking good. Let's get the ceiling. I'll do this to the whole house. But not right now. Eventually. Now the hardest thing to do though is to get some of the corners because there's parts where the house meets together. So sometimes you can't get the corners without taking a block or 2 out to get those corners. Like there's an outside corner of this right here that I can't get from in here. I can get it from outside, though. And we'll come back and do that. And we'll come back and we'll repaint it so it looks like an interior of a house. I probably won't make this into steel. I'll probably just make it into concrete. And that should be enough. It doesn't necessarily have to go to steel. I don't think they're going to be doing too much damage to the interior of our base for sure. I might also put a ladder into here too. A ladder into this particular area.
Thank you for doing that with me, Henyon. I enjoyed it.
Oh, you're welcome. Was easy enough.
Now we got to come back again and upgrade this all again so it's full strength as well, because it's going to dry and then we got to do it again. This is the problem with upgrading stuff. Let's get these ones over here too. Now we're going to go ahead and jump out the outside, and then we're going to see right here in the corners, these ones are not upgraded. Let's go ahead and upgrade those.
The SWAT helmet.
I was upgrading some stuff. I was like, what does that sound? Something's banging on my base. Seed is out there kicking butt.
The helmet is the melter. I'm sorry, the heavy armor counterpart to the melter. It's got
There we go. So we got those corners
armor,
looking good.
whoa,
What is the armor rating?
Huh.
15.
We're going to upgrade those to plates. We'll leave them like that for now. Let's see. So again, we're working on our power. So we'll go ahead and make this into our power room. Upgrade all of those.
I'll take that.
And now what we're going to do is go ahead and put our power on the wall.
Sounds good. I'll see it for you.
So we can go ahead and manage it right over here. And we'll go and look at where we're at. There we go. Kind of nuzzle it there in the corner. And then down here we got a bunch of stuff running. We got our first couple doors there. Let's make sure those are powered. They are. We've got about another minute and a half there. We've got all of our other stuff good to go. Okay, now the whole point of this is to run our power so that it's not in everybody's way, visually or physically in the way. There we go. And every time we see one of these turn gray, we'll go ahead and just keep upgrading these.
That's an ultra.
So it'll be 100% cement. Keep those going. Now we need our generator. Did I make my generator? Where'd the generator go? I just never end up making it. Let's see. Nope. I make it back here. No moss. No moss generator. All right, maybe I just didn't make it. Generator. Forge iron. No forge iron. All right, let's go ahead and queue up. Oh, there we go. Bunch of forge iron there. Or do I have it on me? Nope. Could have sworn I started a generator, but apparently not. Maybe I stopped it and started again. That's probably what I did.
Level 6 has
Generator. Let's stop these.
It's the same as a
Get a
pack.
couple of those. We'll fool around with a couple of those. All right, let's go ahead and do this battle. To battle, everybody. How we doing? Oh, I think you guys could have a chance of getting a skin. Let's go. Thanks to the Man of Steel Games, Cat B, we got No Tail, we got Ixis, we got Riverdog, and Bo all putting in their epics to get us the win. There it is, everybody. The blue chest. Congratulations. Hope you guys get yourself an awesome random skin. Bo coming in, get 200 gold. Congrats to Bo. Cat B and Pojowski getting some love there. Pojowski. Cat B coming in overall MVP with a 20 assists. That was an epic win there, everybody. We're going to go ahead and just beeline for the boss. How much time do we have? We're going to be able to do one more battle, and then we're going to head out right on the dot, 12 midnight. Heads up, everybody. We got about 35 minutes. We're heading out on the dot, 12 midnight. I'm going to be restarting the server, so anybody still on the server at 12 midnight is going to get booted right then, because it's not going to hang over. Just letting everybody know. Because sometimes they run over, we run over, and sometimes I'm like, I'm down for it, but then, of course, it costs me time the next day. Cost me the next day. All right, we got that working. Let's go ahead and do some more of our glass here while we're waiting for our generator, and then we'll go ahead and get it going on. I feel like we go ahead and finish this side out. And again, we'll go ahead and change this to middle plates, or offset plates, and then copy rotation. There we go. Yeah, landed on the helipad. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right.
Kismet, you have the battle up.
Oh, my bad. Forgot. I forgot. When I screw up, boom, you guys get 1,000 kills. That tells you I'm getting a little punchy there. Getting a little punchy. Somebody just landed on the thing. That was it, and then I was putting some squares down. That was about as sexy as it was. I was just doing this. This is all you missed. Nothing too exciting yet, but it is exciting for me. I dig it. I love doing this kind of stuff, this kind of epic level bulletproof glass and whatnot. I got it, Bo. I got it. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Boom, boom. And right over there.
2,000 more stone in there for you.
Going
Nice.
right in there. Okay, that's looking good. Across there. All right. That side is good. Now we fill in this other side, and they've got a nice little place to land their vehicle beyond the thing here. Ah, I knew I was going to get at least one to do it. Right when I clicked it. Right when I clicked it. At least one of them gets offset up there. Oh, well, we'll get it. Somebody's got their gyrocopter down here. They missed it. They missed the thing. But sure looks cool up here, doesn't it? That looks awesome. I actually kind of like a little bit of the frosted glass when you're using it for this. There goes the river dog. There you go. There's your takeoff spot, bro. Come on, you got this. You got this. And see, I have that ramp there on purpose so they can just ramp up and then go up to there like that. I can just take this out with the auger. Oops. Or the chain, or the shotgun. Whichever way. Auger going to be easier, but shotgun is another way. I hate wasting bulletproof glass because that's a lot of time put into that. But there we go. So I'd say about another 100 of them, and we'll be good. And so we'll let that run. Man, we need a lot of sand. I should just spend a whole day just collecting sand. It's always sand. We need like a bulldozer. We can go out and we just keep doing sand all the time. That's it. All right, let's, where do we put that generator? Over here. All right, there's our generator. Let's get it fired up. Just in case. Sure I didn't put that generator in there or anything crazy like that. No. All right, up to the power room. Oh, we should name the power room too while we're at it. I think I was low on nails. I got just enough. Just enough. All right. Sign. Make a couple signs. Stop that dirt. And then restart it after. All right. Going up to the power room. Dee. All right, looking good up in here. Let's keep it upgrading. Again, I'm going to do this to the whole house and come back and repaint it all, whatnot. But let's just start with this little power room over here, so it'll be one of the most secure rooms in the entire house. I could also make it, by the way, so the only person, I could put an automatic door in there and make it so the only person that could get in this room is me. But it's not necessary. Not necessary. Sometimes my piece might have to run in and fill it with gas and whatnot. This is to power the whole entire base for now. And then I'll probably build little remote power areas to control different sides of the base later on. All right, looking good. Accidentally upgraded that, but that'll be fine. That'll be okay. Okay, so up here also we're going to go ahead and do generator. Let's do generator on this side. Up or not. Over there. There we go. Generator right over here. My light not on. There we go. So generator over here, what it needs is a bunch of engines. And what this needs over here is a bunch of batteries. So we're going to go ahead and put our batteries in first. Like that. Usually you want to start with your highest levels. Now your batteries run for a certain amount of time, and then of course they need to be recharged, and then of course run from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to run some power out the window and up the thing. Now when you're running power, you want it to be protected. You do not want obviously some mobs shooting up over here and bam, hitting your power up in there. So the best way for me to run the power down to here is actually through the roof here. So let's go ahead and take out a bit of this roof here.
Ground.
That's for sure.
Now, it probably would have been easier if I had taken it out before I made it concrete, but it's good. Just like that. Very nice, easy peasy. And we'll probably put something in there to block that later on. But we're going to need to go to roof level. You know what? I feel like I'm going to go ahead and put a ladder in here too. Let's put a ladder to the roof level. So when we're working on our power, we don't have to keep coming back and forth. Let's say right there. And then we'll take out this. And then we'll go ahead and make a ladder. And I never make these ladders. I usually upgrade to those ladders. But I rarely ever actually make those ladders themselves. Dirt. Alright, looking good. Notice, by the way, how it flattens out the molding when you do that. Kind of a cool little side thing. And then up here we go. So we're up here on the top. Well, no one's planting a tree farm. Maybe that's why we're not getting many trees. Nobody planted it up here. That could be one of the reasons. But we'll go ahead and go up here. Now what we want to do is we want to do some solar. Now obviously we want the trees to block the solar. What the heck happened over here? What the heck is going on over here? Obviously, we don't want it to block it, so we'll go ahead and have a little bit of fun here and utilize the top of our thing here. And it's really not wanting to swap today. There we go. Have a little fun. We'll get up here on the top. And we'll use this thing right here as the solar. And so I'm going to go ahead and just take a little bit of that side out like that. And we're going to go ahead and try to put our solar up there. Like that. Looks pretty cool. Now, of course, you can also hit the solar from way down there and hit our solar up here. Very unlikely that's going to happen. Though I will probably put some backing in there to protect it. But very cool looking spot for a solar thing. Now, if you have some high level cells, like we have level 6 cells here, I would do those first and then these. And that's going to be max output of 85 watts. We take it out 60 watts. One of these is 30 watts, right? The higher level it is, the more watts it's going to do. Now, what we wanted to do is to go down into the battery and then from the battery down into the actual base. And so it's way over on the other side over there. way over there is our actual power room, right over here. So we want to get that wire to go right here and then down into there. So we're going to go ahead and use our wire tool right here. We're going to right click and then right click down there. So that means it's going in that direction down there. And then we're going to right click from that way over there, and we're going to try to run it here. But it's not going to reach because you can see that when we go to right click on it, we've already got a red wire. So we want to get closer until it turns gray. Now that actually is lying to you. That's actually lying to you. That's actually not the maximum distance of the wire. If you want to call it Lola, hey, I might. That's actually lying to you. You can actually run it 16 blocks away from there where that is. So we're going to have a tree here, but we also want to make sure that we can go ahead and run our power. And so what I would do is go ahead and run this up a little bit, like this, vertically. Now this item right here, you can actually pick these back up again. So if I hit E, it's going to go through, and it's actually going to pick that up like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this block underneath there, just in case that block gets hit. Oh, that got knocked out of there. And we're going to go ahead and add, again, more of these up above. And that got knocked out. Oh, it's probably because it was on a wood block. And we'll say about there. That looks good. And then upgrade those. Nice. And then over here. Now I'm going to be extending this top part here over the top of the entire base. And this whole entire top part of the base, all the way out, is going to act as a, basically as a covering for when you're in the kill box. And the whole top of the base is going to be basically a tree farm. It's going to be massive. It's going to be absolutely huge. But it's going to be out of the way, up on the top of the base where very rarely anybody goes, other than if you're doing power or anything like that. I feel like that's a great place for that to be. By the way, if you see a turret like this, you can actually go... Usually you can go ahead and hit it until the lock comes off of it, and then you can pick it up. Right? Now it's damaged. Right? There's a level 2 turret that's damaged, but I can always repair it or scrap it and then reuse it. So if someone leaves one there, I can just take it out, which is nice. Okay, so we got that going. Now again, notice I'm facing this out, the outside of the base, facing it inward. We also got our chimney right there too. But we're facing it inward. So we're going to go ahead and take our connectors again. And this time we're going to put our connector up much higher. We're going to go ahead and once again, we're going to click here. That's going to wait till this is gray and then turn around and then click over there and see if it goes. Sometimes it will if you're within 16. Now this definitely looks further than 16. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's exactly at 16. So yeah, exactly at 16 because of the elevation. It sometimes will not reach, but sometimes it will. It's all up to you. It all depends on what you do, but it's just a little too far, and that's okay. That's okay, because we're going to go ahead and create another little center pole here. Actually, I feel like I'm going to move that over. Let's move it right here, just so it lines up. Or actually, no, we want it to be offset, so we can ricochet it off of there. Like that. Very nice. And I feel like this is where I will put, I'll extend this out and then have above, not all the way over the top of the over the cage, but way out there. And then on the corners, I will put the controls to be able to control that whole entire side of the base. So it'll control all the turrets, it'll control all the blade traps, it'll control all the power of that base, lights and all that other stuff. For that side of the base. And I'll probably put it centered this time. Normally I put it in the corners, but I probably put it center line, and you can just flip all the switches that make that side of the base work, and then you'll have it on all 4 sides, or I'll just make it all in one spot, and then I can just have it labeled. This is left, right, or whatever. It's really up to you. But it's kind of cool to be above the base like this, and then be able to see that particular side when you flip it on so that you know that it is working and whatnot. But this is way too early to be doing that stuff. Way too early in the game. Oh, I should have upgraded that. Let's do this. There we go. And let's just go ahead and... Now, all of this I'm going to make into glass as well. But we're just going to sturdy this up a little bit right now. This whole top part of the base is going to be glass as well. Glass with a tree farm on top of it. And I'll probably raise the tree farm up by 1. And then we'll make this all glass, and we'll make it glass all the way out. And then you'll be able to look up to see if the trees are ready to go. Now, you don't want to leave those trees on Horde Night because those will slow down the entire base as well. Plants need sun in game. Sun passes through bulletproof glass. It does, Chango. It does. I've tested it before. It used to be where your sensors would also go through glass as well, but they no longer do. I haven't tested it in Alpha 19, though. In Alpha 18, they did not, but we'll test it. We'll see. We'll see if it does. It would be really nice to be able to do bulletproof glass and then have your sensors look through there. So, all right, let's get back to some power. So I'm going to go ahead and put one right here, and we're going to go ahead and just basically chain these across. Now, again, never believe this, what this thing says, because it lies. It lies. So right here, right-click, and right-click there. So now we're looking at the direction, right? See the little marching ants? They're marching in this direction, which is what we want. And then over to this connector now. Now, also what you can do is you can put plates around there or boxes around there. I like using plates typically for this type of thing, but I know I'm going to tear all this down. So I'm just going to go ahead and use blocks for now. And then we're going to run that down into our battery bank. So our battery bank now rocking and rolling. So now we're getting a bunch of solar power, which is going to go ahead and run in and run down into our base. Now, another thing you can try to do is you go ahead and grab a hatch here. We'll grab just a wood one, just for testing. Oh, we got to turn our dirt off here, because dirt takes forever. Like this. We can just go ahead and try to put a hatch over this. Now, it's difficult to put a hatch over something that doesn't have anything below it. Like this one, you can put a hatch over. And the reason why you can put a hatch over that is because of the ladder underneath it. But this one does not have a ladder. But we could try to put a ladder in there, like say on the side, and then do a hatch like this. Make another one. We're not really going to use the ladder, but we are going to use it to stabilize your hatch. And then now you can put your hatch in. Got to back up a little bit. I was blocking it. So you put your hatch in like that, and now your stuff down below there is protected. You can go ahead and upgrade a little bit. Upgrade this a little bit. And now it's protected against anything, you know, coming in from down, from up above, trying to wipe it out. And there we go. So we got our power running across there. Looking good. Let's hope that doesn't get destroyed. Though we can't always get more, so no big deal. No biggie. And I like this, by the way. I like hatches to be turned, so when I'm going up, I can come out the landing without the back of the hatch being in the way. That drives me crazy when people do that. They have it turned the other way. You can also turn it sideways, too. Even that's better than having it in your way when you're coming in. All right, a couple more blocks to fill in here. Man, a lot of bulletproof glass. We're going to get going with that. I got to do a lot of collecting toward that bulletproof glass at some point. Okay, so that's our power there. Now we need to get this power to run out and run to our drawbridge over there, which is the first thing we're going to work on when it comes to power. We're going to have enough time. Well, we've got about 20 minutes. I think we might be able to get this drawbridge in there. We've got 2 of them. In case I screw one up. Then we're going to be doing another one again. And that's why I always make 2 of stuff. Especially when it comes to drawbridges or the rolling doors and all of that stuff. Because you can't kind of pre-see that stuff most of the time. Okay, so we're going to run across the drawbridge. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the drawbridge back up again. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill in a bunch of frames. Now, it's a little far for me to reach here. So what I'm going to do is take these frames. Oh, come on, frames. There we go. And try to put them out on the edge here. There we go. So I just need to get one of them in there. And then I can put all these frames in. You're like, well, Kismet, why are you putting the frames in, bro? It makes the bridge redundant. Well, the thing is, when you're putting in these bridges, they're really awkward. Really, really awkward to basically go in there and do that. Wow, that's a huge farm. Right, Subquake? Yeah, oh yeah, it's going to be massive. And it's going to be on the base, which is on top of the base, which I think is the best place to put trees. Usually I put the farm up there, but I actually kind of like the farm in the lower level, which is really nice. So here we go. So now we got our drawbridge. Well, guess what? Bye-bye, drawbridge. Just a heads up, everybody. I'm going to be working on the drawbridge, so when you're coming in and out, it's going to be a little awkward while I'm working on it. There's a lot of wasted material about to go bye-bye. No more drawbridge. Now, drawbridges are exceptionally weird to work with. Right? Drawbridges are really hard typically to place. And the way you can place them the best is if you put all your frames down and they have plenty of room to just go ahead and be placed down like that. Now, we got a bit of a problem. And that is, this is a power drawbridge. So I cannot just hit E and do that. Right? I can't just hit E and grab it. Now, one of the things that you can do typically is you can hold down E and you should be able to, or hit E and you should be able to pick this up. Oh, it doesn't do it on drawbridges. It does it typically on doors. I don't know if they changed that. I guess we'll figure out here in a second. But I'm just going to make myself a little side stepper here to step over and get over on this side, because this right now is not going to work unless I'm running at some power. So let's go ahead and also temporarily put in some frames over here while we're working, because we're going to be working from this edge. And we're going to find a nice tricky way to run some power. See if our wood can handle that. There we go. Now just to save us a little time running back and forth. All right, so we got to get our power out of here and running over there without actually exposing our battery bank and all that stuff. And the way we're going to do it is basically the same way we did it just now. And I always turn the power connectors inward. And so we're going to go ahead and put a power connector right here in this corner. And so this is going to be our power connector. Now, I would suggest not using blocks. I would actually use plates like this. And then I would go ahead and turn your plates around like this side. Now, if I do that side like that, the thing's going to be on the inside. Meaning that it's going to be this way over here, which is going to be facing the outside of the base and then get hit. I would do it like this on the other way, so that the block outside edge is facing the inward toward the actual base this way. So when it's coming across, it'll be on the inside and have less chance of getting wrecked. Same thing over here. We'll go ahead and rotate this around, and we'll create a little barrier so that it has less a chance of getting hit from this side, right? So if something shooting that way happens to hit it on the side, it's now protected. You get the general gist of it. Now, we're going to go ahead and go like this, and we're going to try to raise this up. Let's actually split these in half so I don't have to keep switching those back and forth. And now up to here. All right. Just a heads up, you can't get in the base right now with a motorcycle or anything like that. You can fly into the base, but no motorcycles for right now while I'm working on the thing, but you can climb over some blocks. Just a heads up. Now, most awkward thing is not building this thing. It's the time in which I've got it now disabled while I'm doing all the rest of the stuff, and people are coming in and out of the base. Because you know what? Everyone's going to choose to come in and out of the base at this very moment while I'm working on it. That's what always happens. Whenever I'm working on entrances and exits, nobody around for like 2 hours, but the second I go to work on entrances and exits, everybody coming in and out of those doors, everybody coming in and out of the drawbridge. That's typically the law of how it works. Let's hope it works out better today. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. But I do like to let them know so that they're coming up there, they don't get frustrated that that's there. Now, these blocks are facing... These things here are taking up this block. This one is taking up this block. And that leaves here on the inside of this edge my ability to go ahead and place one of these wire items right inside, right there. And then it's protected in there against any side hit. And I will actually enclose it all the way around eventually. Now, let's go ahead and see, because we can run wires through walls. And we'll just say that we took our auger, and we drilled a little hole, or we used a drill, and we drilled a hole through there, little RP, to run our power from here through the wall, and then directly over to there. Boom. Now see, look how far that is, everybody. Now, if I went and I grabbed it and I walked over here, it would say, show red. Watch this. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to say, hey, I want to connect it right there. Look, red. Never believe it. Never believe it. Try to connect it anyway and see what happens. Now, we're going to go ahead and take this. We're going to go ahead and right-click on it. Over here, we get close enough. There we go. Right-click that. Come on, you. I ain't got all day. I ain't got all day. Stop it. Let's go. Right-click that, baby. There we go. And then I'm going to run it over there to that. And then now it's going to do that. Right. Now, the thing that it should do, if it has power, and right now it doesn't have any powers, because you can see it says 5 watt, and that's gray. Well, let me actually hold that on there for a few extra seconds. Right there in the middle, it actually says 5W, which stands for watts, and that is gray. And gray means that it's not getting any power. If it's yellow, then it is getting power. So we're going to go over here and we're going to see why this doesn't have any power. So we're going to interact with it. And we're going to say, oh, man, look, it's getting 272 output. It has plenty of power. Why is it not working? Well, duh. Turned it on, Kismet. There we go. We turned it on. Guess what? We got a working drawbridge over there, everybody. So GG. GG. Now, of course, we don't want to have to go in there every time to open and close the drawbridge. So what we can do is we can go ahead and do a bunch of different stuff. Now, the thing that I like to do is I like to have a consistent power running to it and then have it only turn on when necessary. So what we're going to do is actually we're going to make a sensor here. And we're going to make that sensor in the opposite direction. Like this. And we're going to go ahead and use our plates again. And we're going to go ahead and get our offset plate, our rebar frame plate here. We're going to jump down so we can see this edge. And then we're going to say, not copy rotation, on face, if we can find that. There we go. And then we're going to go back to advanced so it doesn't flip around while we're doing it. And we're actually going to be going the inside block now from there. And then we'll run up top again, get it going off. Lola, it's Huge Farm. That's the kind of mega base you love to build. Yes, yes. We're having a great time building out our base here. As you can see, we got the beautiful bulletproof glass. My crew's been doing an amazing job on the garden as well. And we're making it more cosmetic than we typically do. Typically, we just build for efficiency. But we went in and we colored in the inside of the base. Man, we did a ton of epic stuff in this particular playthrough. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Actually, let me get up on top of this little tiny little thing.
That base, can they check the chemistry stations to make sure
Boom, boom.
overflow?
All right. Oh. The great thing about frames is you accidentally put down too many frames. You're good. Because you can just pick them back up. Where'd the rest of my frames go? Right here. Let's just go over here because it's too awkward to jump on that. Okay, now this one is going the opposite direction. Right? The block is actually going outward. And the bottom block there is actually acting as the support. This one way down there. This one's acting as the support, and it's going to hold it up. And now it's going this way in the block. Very important to know which way your blocks are going. And that is so that if I put the thing on there, it's not going to float. I mean, it'll still work, but I hate it when it floats. Right? I don't want it to do this. I don't want it to be floating out there in the middle. I want it to be attached to the actual thing right there. So instead of running the power to the actual drawbridge itself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it to the sensor first. And that sensor is going to watch for people coming up to the base. And then also I can go ahead and put in some protection, bulletproof glass, that kind of stuff, to try to protect it from getting hit during Horde Night, because people are going to need to get in sometimes during Horde Night. We'll also work and see if we can see through the bulletproof glass in Alpha 19. That would be awesome. Don't tell me if you can't. We'll figure it out. I need my tool over here. Here we go. All right. So we're going to go ahead and left-click on that. And what it's going to do is take that line away. And then we're going to take this line over here. We're going to right-click. We're going to run it right up here. And then we're going to run that one right here to this. Now, we're going to actually set the settings of the motion sensor up here. Now, it's going to be target allies and target self. It's not going to do strangers or zombies. They're not going to be triggered. It's going to be instant, and then the power is going to be going on for about, I find 6 to 8 seconds is enough. And then once it sees that, we're good. Now, it's got some power right now, so I can kind of adjust for it. But we've got a bit of a problem, right? It actually can't see the entire thing. So we're like, oh, God, wait a minute. That's in the wrong spot. And that's what you should be thinking. That's in the wrong spot. And so we're going to go ahead and move it down. And that's one of the things that I wanted to test right there. As if it was in the wrong spot. See if it was able to see the whole thing. Not able to see the whole thing. Now I can go up higher and angle it down. Which is good. But then, of course, the higher it is, the more chance that they're going to trajectory up. Especially someone standing right here. And then it's going to try to go up. But look at that. See that? I moved into the thing. I move away. it goes up. And you're like, well, Kismet, on Horde Night, when people are standing there, it's going to put the door down. Yeah, what you do is you cut the power. You cut the power to this baby on Horde Night because you don't want that going up and down. And then we'll have a power switch where we can turn that on and off when we do want to let people back in. Now, I need to very quickly, before this dries, by the way, I need to go up here. Oh, I need to go up here and grab this. Oh, why is it not letting me grab that? Why can I not pick that motion sensor up? Reset. Oh, okay. I can't. Okay, look at a shotgun, huh? Not letting me pick that motion sensor up. Can you not pick up motion sensors anymore? That sucks. Let's go up and check it out. Hold on. We'll go up a little closer. Okay, motion sensor. Wow, you cannot pick it up. Okay, hold on. Let's just disconnect that. And we'll disconnect this.
There's 7 level 6 solar sails available at this trader.
Whoa. Well, we only need... we got 2, so we really only need 4. But if you happen to got enough, snatch up what you can. All right. That's like my ultimate dream is to have six level 6 solar cells that will basically run the entire base. That would be pretty epic. Epic level stuff. Okay, for some reason, it's not letting me pick this up. Normally, you hold down E, and it will let you pick that up. It looks like they've changed that because you can't pick these up anymore. Kind of feel like that's going to happen with our doors now, too. That definitely seems like it's changed in this. But that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just say, screw it, I'll go make some more later on. But I do want to take this out as quickly as possible because I just kind of put this just for the example. And what this is going to do, by taking that one out, the whole entire thing is going to fall down, go bye-bye. I hate having excess pieces. It's unnecessary. Okay, now let's find a better angle so we can see all of that. So let's say we're the camera, and we're able to see over there. And the camera can see pretty far away, too. But you obviously don't want to put it way over there, or it's not going to be able to see it. Now, we're going to do this battle here in just a moment. Don't think that I've forgotten. Don't get triggered in the chat. We will get the battle going on here in a moment. But you guys get the general idea, so I'm going to go ahead and build out the same thing, but now a little bit better angle right over here. We're going to try to get it right along this face here. On face, and then advanced rotation. There we go. We're basically going to do the same thing, but we're going to connect it. There we go. So as we're looking as a camera, that looks pretty rock solid. We're good. And so I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest of this in while you guys are doing this battle. Let's go. Battle time.
Out of all the traders, no chainsaw schematic.
Yeah, you know, looking through those files, I think loot is probably going to be the best chance of finding out.
Okay. Open the captain's chest. Grant some rewards. Give you guys some love. Looking good. Now, we're going to come back and do some more of these battles next time. But let's go ahead and boom, check this out. You're like, Kismet, what's up, bro? Why are you doing outside your thing, man? You got to power that up. You got to get that going. Dude, I've done so many of these bases. Watch what happens when I roll up here. Watch what happens. Bow to the master. Bow to the master, bro. Right there. I'm in. I'm good. Automated base coming through. Now I can go ahead and roll that up and go like this. Now, I need to get back outside the base, though, so that I can pull up those frames without it seeing me. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then I'm going to go ahead and just cut the line here So what I did was I made a sensor, and the sensor is looking for me. Now, the closer you have the sensor, the less it's going to hit people on the inside, but you do want to hit it on the inside. So if somebody's rolling up on it, right, they're rolling up on it like this, boom, it'll also open from the inside as well. If you angle it just right, it'll open up from both sides. So if we go up here and we take a look at where I aimed it, you can see that it's aimed on this kind of top part here. Oh, here comes the truck. And there we go. There we go. He's in. He's in. He's lucky. I was about to cut it off. And then we'll go ahead and hit the left mouse button, and we'll cut the power from that temporarily. Now, why do we want to do that? So that I can go ahead and climb over real quick here and take out all of these frames. Because we don't want the mobs walking over. It was only there to help me put down the drawbridge. There's a dangerous thing, standing over spikes. Standing over spikes, removing frames. There we go. All of this out. Come on, you. There we go. All of that out, and then reestablish our connection by left-clicking. Oops, nope, wrong. It should have been right-clicking. My bad. All right, then from here. Take a little bit closer. There we go. Right-click. 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 And now we got a working drawbridge. We got a working powered drawbridge, everybody. Good time to log out because I'm about to restart right now.
Logging out.
All right. Maybe we'll upgrade a little bit of that cement before we go. It usually takes them a minute or so to log out. All right, we got a working drawbridge. Now I'm gonna fancy that up and run our lines all nice and clean and all of that stuff later on. But basically, you just want to get the functionality of your base working. Now another thing I'll also do is do the downstairs doors, where I'll go ahead and run power down literally right to this door right here. Actually, I could just take it out while I'm waiting. And just take out that workbench. For a second there, I thought I took out that workbench because it didn't go away, but it's got multiple layers. Dang, that's got a lot of layers. Night, everybody. All right. There we go. All right. Now we got our vault powered door. And we're going to do this very quickly. Put our door in. Now, I like the doors to be outward. And the reason why I like the doors to be outward so they're flush with the outside of the base. So if the mobs are coming up, they can't get into that little cubby hole there. I really feel like these doors should be turned the other way. That's just me. But there we go. Now we've got a powered door. It no longer... Oh, yeah, there it goes. Notice I hit E and it starts picking it up. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. Here's how you fix that so people aren't picking up the door all the time. Because they're going to have to get used to the automated door. You want to punch it a few times. And it says that it's damaged. And so it's damaged so that people don't end up going in and basically picking that up. Now right here, this is going to be the trickiest thing to do. And that is to make it where it's not opening and closing that door all the time. And the trick is you put it right above the door like so. And we're going to run some power to it. We got to kind of look at where it's at. and then run it from there, and that's got power, and then this down to here, and then aim this straight down right here. So if anybody comes over here, it'll open that door. Now, people who are coming over here to craft, that can get annoying. What I'll probably end up doing, I'm just going to do this for right now, but I'll probably end up doing is I'll actually put it in the ceiling and aim it so it only is next to the door. So you literally have to be right up next to the door for it to actually open the door. But right now they got their stuff up there, so we'll deal with that later. So basically it's going to be just that area there. Now we also need to tell it to close the door, otherwise it'll keep the door open all the time. So I'd say about 4 seconds ought to be enough. And so when I move away, it'll automatically open and close the door. Is that cool or what, everybody? I love that. As I get close, it automatically unlocks the door. I go outside, it's then going to close the door. Now the problem is, I cannot get in that door because the door does not have any trigger on the outside, and we'll have to work on that next time. But luckily, over here, we've got plenty of normal standard doors for now. And so we'll need to work on both the inside and the outside of the door trigger. And so we don't want to run the game too long, though. We want to go ahead and jump out of there. We're going to go up to my office, and we're going to bail on out of here. Let's go. Isn't that cool? Yeah. No more doors left open. Exactly, Bo. Exactly. That's the whole point of having those automated doors, is so they'll open and close and automatically do it so the base stays very secure. And whatnot. And then also you're going to need the ability to just cut those doors. And I usually put the doors and turrets and all that stuff in separate lines so they can be controlled separately. Like turrets is more like a Hail Mary. Like when you're getting overwhelmed and there's just too many mobs, then you flip those turrets on and they'll eliminate some of those mobs to help reduce a bit so you can try to catch back up again when you're falling behind on destroying mobs. Now that doesn't happen for a while, but it will happen. Definitely, especially when I crank the game up. But all right, everybody, I guess I'm just gonna peace out. I'm sure my mods might have got me raid targets, but if they didn't, good. We're just gonna peace out of here. I've been being bad lately, but we're gonna get on the Kismet Love train maybe next time. We'll see. We'll see. We'll come back for some more stream raiders, but I'm just going to head out. So I'm going to show you guys some cool stuff in the chat. There's my schedule right there. If you'd like to know when I'm going to be streaming, I'll be back 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're playing some 76, run around doing a bunch of quests. And then during the nighttime, we're going to go ahead and check out the event and all of that other stuff. I have looked at none of that yet. Also, you can check out my social media right there. Do me a huge favor. Go onto the Discord. Go over there. Tons of awesome stuff there. I spent like 100 hours revamping that. Put your pets, put all your stuff. You got some game suggestions, throw them on there as well. As well as on Twitter over there, hit that follow. On YouTube, hit that subscribe. Feel free to check out the website. You can find all the stuff in my studio, unboxings, all sorts of killer stuff up there as well. And eventually guides and all of that. I'm still working on that, but we'll get it up there eventually. And then I shall be back again playing some more Fallout, or not Fallout, but 7 Days to Die on Saturday. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a bunch of caps. How we doing our retweets over here? Let's just take a look. We got a bonus amount of retweets here going on. We're close enough. Give you another 1,000 for that. All right, everybody. That's it for me. I will see you in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everybody. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.